Hi, I'm Kathana Koltora. I'm an Ariani wood elf. I am perhaps a bit innocent at times, but I truly believe the best of everyone. Kindness is incredibly important to me, as is helping others. That's why I started studying natural medicine. I can absolutely be stubborn, but I will do everything possible to help and protect my family, blood or otherwise.
Hi, my name is Quintessential. I can most often be found lost in thought and contemplation. I'm a Loxodon monk with a gentle disposition, a gentle giant, if you will. But don't let my calm exterior fool you. A lifetime of martial training will ensure the first time you cross my friends will be the last.
I am Redeemer, also known as XO21. I am a Warforged paladin who exudes both confidence and strength. I am driven by a desire to return to my true place in both time and space. I possess a strong sense of vengeance and justice, but often come across as unfeeling or insensitive. However, I am both loyal and caring to anyone who earns my trust.
Hi, I'm Teras Tealeaf. Folks say I'm very intense despite my diminutive stature. Is that some kind of backhanded compliment for being so short? I'm a halfling and a druid, and I love apples. I'm curious and inquisitive, but honestly, I nix most opportunities to socialize with people. But I do have good stories to share at a campfire. I'm never far from Micah. She's a southern babook owl who travels with me. Both of us prefer the company of other animals over people.
Being the caretaker of Pocket Dimension Pie is an all-time job. No, you didn't hear me wrong. Not full-time. It's all the time. I am Ordrew, caretaker of Pocket Dimension Pie, a multi-dimensional complex station nestled within the weaves of the fabric of time, space, and reality. With the aid of PieBot, the AI and brain of Pocket Dimension Pie, our top priority is the stability and safety of the multiverse. PieBot has scanned so much log data for countless worlds, dimensions, and timelines that tend to exhibit something almost unrecognizable to their original program personality.
This feels really loud music-wise. Hi everybody, how you doing? Is the music too loud? Somebody please let me know if my settings have just decided to break again. Hi, welcome to another episode of Pocket Dimension Pie, where all of us weirdos play Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you very much to our players today. We have Waken, who is another variety streamer. We have Tazzy, we have Ice Manix, and we have me. Hi, hello, this is my channel. But most importantly, we have Pie Gamer, our incredible and amazing game master tonight. A couple of bits of housekeeping. The cast will not be answering chat while we are playing. Well, we might when you're in Divergent, but as a general rule, we're not going to have discussions with the chat purely because it gets us out of character and it derails the game. But you might see us pop a comment or two in the chat room. But please do not take that as offense. It is literally just so that we can put on a performance for you. You can roll your dice alongside us using some of the D&D commands, exclamation, initiative, and perception, etc. will get you a lot of places. You can let us know. No, I thought that I just told us we'd done natural 20. And I was like, wait, why is the counter running? You can track our natural 1s and our natural 20s using commands for that. And yes, I'm going to pass over to Pi. And he will do a recap. And I'm going to make sure that our sound commands don't fire while you do that.
Sounds good. Hello. How is everybody doing? So you're all in Tourbillon. It's this city that's basically land, sea, and a lot of automaton stuff going on. In the last episode, the party checked out the seaweed restaurant and inn. Inside, they met Jax and saw how the automatons work. While questioning him, they heard an explosion outside. They hurried out and found the remains of one of the crazed automatons. In the remains, Redeemer found a strange residue and a power core the party went to the guard corps HQ and met Timbrin. Following Timbrin's automaton, Chip, they met his father, Balcor, and investigated a second exploded automaton, once again finding the same residue as before. They went back to the guard corps HQ and met the chief, who happens to be Balcor's father and Timbrin's grandfather. And the group had many words. They quickly left and found their way to the Gadgeteers HQ, where they met Grintak, Ned1, and Timbrin showed up shortly after with Chip. Grintak told the group that he awoke in a cave, wandered the desert until he came to the city 85 years ago. Teras scanned for the Arc Rune Core, and it showed it was outside in the direction of the Fandesh Caverns. And they got communicators from Grintak and found a ripped letter outside on the ground as they were leaving. So now you are outside the Gadgeteers HQ. You have the ripped letter, and what do you want to do?
You shouldn't have reminded me of that letter, because now I remember what I read that I shouldn't have read.
No, you're supposed to forget.
I know.
That's your thing. Your thing is
I
forgetting.
Red, you're muted.
Red, mute.
God damn it! Pretty sure there's a command for that.
Yep.
Fuck.
The one thing we could rely Tazzy to do, Tazzy didn't do.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened to Tazzy. Tazzy never remembers anything. I don't even remember what's on that. But speaking of, can we please see the letter? Because I don't remember what was on it at all.
Only the part we're
bit.
supposed to see.
Yes.
Make sure we can only see what we should see before I open my eyes.
Yeah. I've learned from the new version of Foundry how this works.
Okay, good.
So, 1 second.
Learn from my mistakes.
And say it wasn't always like this.
Tazzy broke everything.
I'm pretty sure, whilst we're waiting on this letter, that we had decided we were going in a direction. I think it was towards... Yeah, I know, that's vague, right? Were we not following the direction on the compass thing? I feel like we were thinking...
Yes.
I know Teras asked about it in a very vague way, like, what would happen if we went in that direction for, like, yeah.
That's right, yeah, okay. I remember the letter now, yeah.
Am I clear to look?
Yes.
Yep, you're clear.
Okay, good.
On
All right.
the ripped letter.
All right.
Yes, this sounds very familiar now. I believe we obtained from Timbrin also a communication device that's a little bit like one of those flip phones, which I don't have one. I did try and have a look, because it would have been cool, but I don't have a flip phone anymore.
An old
No
razor.
props.
No props. I'm sorry to let the team down, but yeah, I believe I have the
I had an
communication
LG
device.
Octane.
Don't know what that is.
It's Samsung's gone back to the flip phones, but they're...
Do you know when I
Screens
got my
now.
new phone, they kept trying to sell me on a flip phone, and I was like, no, I know how this works. It ends in broken phones. You're not going to trick me into this again. No.
I love it. You're not going to
You seem-
again. Again.
The first
Yeah.
time I was like, I don't know, 12, 14, whatever, and they were like, it flips, and I was like, this can't possibly go wrong. Now
but
I know
were you the-
better.
Did you constantly, were you the type of person that was flipping it open, flipping it closed, flipping it open, flipping it closed? Because that was me. I was that
Mhm.
person.
No,
That's how mine
I just-
broke.
Do you know, I kept dropping it, and I'll be honest, they took falls a lot better than phones these days do.
Well,
It
that's
would
because
pop all
they
apart.
didn't
then you would
have
put
a
it back
big ass
together and it's
glass
fine.
screen on the front.
Yeah. I don't think they
That's
had any
true.
glass in them.
No, they
No,
didn't.
it's probably
no.
plastic.
Plastic screens, yeah.
No, but the battery
Like-
would pop right out, and you'd be like, "Ah, my phone's off," and then you'd stick it back in, and that was it. No damage, no harm, no foul.
Oh. While a very quick thing, there is a new Nokia that has these wireless headphones to sit in the back of it and a detachable battery. And I was like, oh, they've brought back the detachable battery.
Detachable
no.
battery.
I'll be honest, I kind of trust Nokia based on
The detachable
How-
battery.
durable.
I have
You
no
can run
idea
those
if
things over
anyone
with a
knows what
car.
that song was. But anyway, this ripped
This is a
letter.
D&D yeah, this is a D&D game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The ripped
So-
letter
It
says,
It is a D&D game.
my dearest
So we have a side
Alnia,
quest here.
our families will never accept our relationship as they cannot see past their differences. I'm writing you this letter to tell you I've never loved you. ...
It's just such a weird thing to get from your drive-through employees.
Look.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
No, it's a Denald's, damn it.
It's a Dental's, yeah, exactly.
I mean, Denald's is somewhere around here.
Oh, maybe there is a Dental's here. Do you know it'd be
Is
great
there a
to have
Denald's in
question.
every single dimension, in every single
Yeah, I was gonna
planet?
say,
No,
that'd be
because
the
they said it
coolest
was
thing.
the only restaurant. It was the only place for eating. Was that seaweed place?
Mm.
Yeah, but it could be a Dental's.
Is
no,
there
it's
an
not.
under-
We were
I mean,
there. It's called
franchised.
not
It's
Is,
Denald's.
is there an
so-
is there an underwater Denald's though?
Ooh, there
No,
wasn't, but
no
Pies are gonna
comment.
add one now.
Oh, dear. Let's go
It's
find us a
fine.
Dental's.
Hey Pie,
It's
I
just
love
the
you.
same map from Camelot, just aqua overlay.
Ah,
Listen, no judgment.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I think we should pocket this side quest for later. And
Into the pocket dimension.
Yes, and keep going. I don't know. Was it 40 kilometers left, second star to the right, and straight on till morning, or I don't know what.
Yep.
I
yep.
just use
yep.
OnStar. I don't. Okay, so give me one moment.
I have attempted to highlight that we have a side quest in my notes. Whether or not I ever see it again, I don't know.
Look,
That's
I
me
read
most of
my
my
notes
notes.
today in a call with Pie earlier, and they're a hot fucking mess. Honestly.
Well, if we make sure not to mention this anymore, then I'll properly forget what the letter says until we
I don't
deal
believe
with
you.
this side quest.
Because Kithana's passive perception is higher than my difficulty check, you see someone dragging someone outside of the seaweed inn.
dragging something.
Do they
Dragging.
both?
Hang on, who is doing the dragging? Is it a
I'm trying to ask some questions. I see this. Hold on a second. Do both of these seem to be organic beings? Can I tell by their movement whether they're
Yeah,
stiff
so
or
it
bendy?
it definitely looks like an organic being dragging another organic being. Do you want to investigate?
Yes. How far away is this walking?
Probably about 25 meters.
Can you give me that in minutes?
Like 5 to 10 seconds, Tazzy.
Thank you. Listen, even if you had told me in feet, I would have been like, listen, bro.
That could be anything.
It's 2.5 Ice Manixes? Like,
Oh, okay. Got it. Not many. Okay. Can I get closer and investigate again? Because that wasn't very good.
No, but it's fine. You basically see a satyr dragging another satyr.
Okay, spelled that the right way. Got it. Yes. I was like, how is it?
SATYR,
What? Oh, yeah.
not SEDER. We're fine.
Yes. We're good. Okay. Is either one of them? We saw satyrs before, and I don't remember where. Were they the police? Were they the innkeeper? I don't.
The innkeeper.
Both, yeah. Yeah, the innkeeper was, and so were the guards.
Oh,
Yeah,
fabulous.
So the primary races in this city are satyrs and water just
Genasi.
That's right.
Genasi.
water
Yeah.
genasi. Yeah.
And Earth, there's Earth Genasi as well. The Earth Genasi
Yeah,
by the
that's right.
mine.
And
Uh,
construction.
Do either of these satyrs seem to be satyrs that I have seen before?
They look exactly like Jax. They are both identical. They look like Jax. Same
Which one was
clothing.
Jax?
Jax
The
was the
innkeeper.
guy running the inn.
Doesn't remember any of this, but the letter that she saw for 30 seconds.
The one thing you
We had
needed to
a
forget.
whole fucking conversation with Jax. Like a long
Yeah, it was
conversation
a
with
long
Jax.
one. Yeah.
I remember the conversation, just the name went in one ear and straight back out the other.
But you
Just
remember the
bounced
letter.
through the headphones. I was with my eyes, not my ears. I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to think what I can say that gives the vibe of stop right there and tell me what you're doing without sounding like I have authority that I don't. I don't want to be like, drop your weapons, police, or whatever, because we're not. We have no ID card. We have nothing. We don't even have that little paper that the Winchesters or the doctor have. None of that. But I want them to
Now
stop.
I want psychic paper.
How about,
Yeah.
hey, what are you doing? Or do you need some help with that? Or, you know.
Sees guy you've just met dragging a body. Do you want some help with that?
Well,
Hey,
you know,
bestie.
you're not going to turn around and
Listen.
go, you don't know what the situation is, so, but at least you know this guy, and you're like, you know? Just
I'm
that's
gonna
all.
say-
I don't know,
Does Keithana
Jax
draw the
is
rest of our
adopted.
attention to this?
Jax is adopted. How is there a... I'm
Well,
going to
we'll get
remind...
there. Let's
I'm going to
ask him.
remind Tazzy the player about this. Jax is adopted. He's from a family of Earth
Okay.
Genasi. So,
Okay.
Oh,
if Jax is...
yeah,
Yes? No? Yes?
yes, yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's an adopted Balgesh, yeah?
yeah.
I
For some
only
reason, I
remember
thought
this
they
because I
wanted
read my
Genasi.
notes. This was the only part of
What
my
is
notes
a
that made
Balgesh?
sense. Surname. Jax Balangesh is his surname. But
I
the
thought that's a
point
new
is,
species.
he's a satyr who was adopted by a family of Earth Genasi. So
he has
for
a
this,
secret twin. Got it.
for this to be an identical person pulling out an identical, whichever one is the real Jax, who knows? But one of them's attic, one of them's basement, who fucking knows? But the point is, Tazzy,
Is this a tops and bottoms reference? What?
please someone explain to Tazzy what my horrible reference was, because it was terrible and I'm kind of hoping someone got it. But anyway, just Basement Jax. Guys, no? It's a fucking band. Okay.
I mean, I understand Basement Jax, I just didn't get the attic and the... Yeah, okay. Alright, I can
assumed
see
it was
where
a
you're
wife
going
in
with
the
it,
attic
but
situation, and then you added basement, and I was like, maybe I don't know what's happening.
look, my... Obviously,
Doesn't matter.
where's my
Doesn't
head
matter.
at?
The point
That's
is yes, exactly. Exactly. But the point here is he's adopted. Why is there an identical?
Something for
Maybe
Keithana to figure out.
Keithana's
Yeah.
A little bit racist. Jax, what are you doing?
I mean, that's
Keithana
close,
says.
sir. That works.
He I guess looks at you and he's like, "Oh, I found this automaton that looks like me. It's the weirdest thing."
Okay, at this point, do the rest of us see what's going on?
Yeah.
Would hope so. I just yelled.
I'm immediately looking and doing the whatever it is.
So
You're
HUD.
scanning.
Yes, that
So
is the word I
as-
wanted.
as you go to scan, it basically just shows like, I guess, the outline of the current standing jacks, but you can't see anything internal or anything about it. It's almost like it's like when you view like thermal vision, and it's just that just red hot area. That's basically kind of what you see. The chrono finder just puts up a bunch of like question mark, I guess, posts out to it, and everyone that's not scanning visibly sees. What's that?
What about the one on the ground?
The one on the ground just looks like a normal satyr. When you look at it, it basically pops up and it says, Jax Balingish.
So the one that's being dragged is visible. Like I can scan that one as normal. Does he still need to pay?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Apparently he made it. Or he didn't.
I remember the weirdest shit. I remember the weirdest shit. You remember the letter. I remember that when last time I scanned Jax, he needed to pee. His bladder was full. So
the priorities here, not what is his status and health, just does he need a pee? Like, yeah,
I mean,
is he dead? Is he alive? Nah, just does he need a pee?
Look, it's important. You shouldn't hold it for too long.
It's true.
Bladder health is important.
Anyway, so the one that's standing that looks like Jax is too hot, and the one that's on the ground being dragged appears to be the real Jax.
Yes.
Yes.
So
okay.
Everyone that's not scanning sees his face basically shimmer, and then he turns around, and you hear just like transformer noises. So it's like, and as he turns back around,
the standing one.
It's the chief, and he basically goes, "Guards, someone's attacked Jax! Come quickly!" And
that's interesting.
Some of the patrolling guards show up, and it's a female minotaur and a very young kind of wiry half elf who looks very nervous to be there.
So a minotaur police officer and a small wiry half elf have turned up. These are the cops.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask a question.
Yes.
Is the Minotaur even remotely similar to the one that I picked up in Camelot?
It is not. But I thought about it.
And that's what's important.
She's forever. She's gonna be the one that got away for Teras. Honestly. She's hot. Look.
No judgment, just
priorities.
Anyway,
so the chief has transformed. This thing has transformed from what looks like Jax into the chief, and now summoned two police officers.
How did? I need to whisper the DM a question.
Okay.
Whispers.
Secrets are no fun unless you share with everyone.
Is that what you tell the kids at school?
Oh no, then I tell them unless you share it with me.
Nice.
Did it?
Was that like?
Did its body change to the
signal?
shape of the chief, or just its face?
The entire shape is of the chief, including clothes. Like now he's dressed as the chief.
Ooh. Well, now I'm way more excited about whatever we're dealing with in this town.
We got a communication device, didn't we? Who's holding it?
Yes.
Me.
I think Way.
I has it.
Teras is
communication.
Teras is gonna grab your arm, like
My
at
arm.
the forearm wrist. Like she's gonna grab you, and she's gonna go. Hang on. If I do that to one of the players or one of the group who is connected, attuned, can they see what I see? Like with the
No.
So they can't see the HUD stuff.
It,
it's just the.
No.
Okay. Because they could see the
Right.
That was with the
Part-
chrono
claws
finder, though.
in the last
Part
thing.
of yours is
well,
with
the HUD
your
is the
backpack.
chrono finder.
Yeah, but the backpack is what integrates that makes your HUD.
Okay.
Like
I just
you can hold the chrono finder and see certain things, but the HUD is basically with your backpack. Don't
Okay.
lose it.
so. This also sounds like
It's very
stop
expensive.
using
It
it
was an
too much,
expensive
or I'm
gift.
gonna make you lose it.
It was an expensive gift. It was an
It's
expensive
my
gift.
backpack. Okay. So I'm gonna grab Redeemer. Redeemer, you need to get Grandak to get the real chief quickly. Use the voice device. Fuck, this is my player brain failing. Sorry.
Does the so the Grantak was the Warforged, right?
Yes.
All right, and
Yes.
he was with the Sun, who was Timbrin.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So we can use the communications device to call Grantak to get the real police, the real chief. Is what you're saying?
Aren't we literally
he-
just outside the building?
So you're basically in the courtyard between the Seaweed Inn and the Gadgeteer HQ. If you go over a bridge and to the right, then you're at the
Police
Guard
chief's
HQ.
place.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Guard Corps HQ.
I just don't want to
actually
let this
have-
thing out of my sight, which is why I'm not running off to get him. That's why I'm like,
I need you all to know
Call
that
it
I
in.
just finally spelled core as in guard core the right way in my head.
I love you.
Okay.
You know,
Amazing.
cottage core,
So
lesbian
Regi-
core, guard core.
Seda.
all those things, trees and
Yeah.
humanoids. Yeah. So Redeemer will open the communications device, never having used it before, and will attempt to just talk into it. So Grantak, can you hear me?
He's like, huh? Hey, someone's actually using this.
That's its purpose. But listen, Grantak, there's something strange here. We've just seen. Is the captain's son still there?
And he like pauses for a second. He's like, yeah, he's here. He's complaining about his dad.
Yeah. Can you tell him to go fetch his dad and come to the Seaweed Inn? Was it the Seaweed Inn? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yep.
Even though we don't know what it's called, we would
The
know what
sleepy
it's called.
seaweed.
So I think that's
The
fine.
sleepy
Yeah,
seaweed.
the Sleepy Seaweed. Yeah, we did know.
Actually,
We were told it was
Don't we
called.
want the chief, not the...
The captain is
dad?
the chief. Oh damn! The dad's
We
not
want
that
his
one.
granddad, not his
We want
dad.
his
The
granddad.
granddad. Yes, fetch your granddad, not your dad. Thank you for the correction. I appreciate it. My memory cells got a bit mixed up there. Also, Grantak, there is. Have you
So-
ever seen a shape
so
changing?
As you're asking these questions, like 2 more guards have shown up and they're starting to like circle you to like take you towards the guard HQ. What do you want to do?
No, there's no way. There's no
Resist.
fucking way. Teras is going for this creature. Well,
Yeah,
she's
I'm
going
resisting.
to get it to let go of Jax. Because if it wants to pretend it's the chief, it has to keep Jax safe. And the idea is
Okay,
to make it that we're I want to try and help Jax.
Roll a dex check just to see if you can get past one of the guards.
Who, just Terrace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unless anybody else wants to try.
Dex or
something else.
acrobatics?
Let's do. How do you want to do it? You want to run past them, or you want to try to jump over them?
I was just gonna run in and basically try and get between it and Jax in a manner that looks like, and I'm quite happy to do sleight of hand or acrobatics or whatever, but I want to reach into my pouch, which, all of my healing kit is in, and very obviously be there as a healer. going
Okay,
for Jax
so
to
if
heal.
you're running past, just do a dex check.
Just a dex check it is.
Okay. You
Those are
run
not
past,
my dice.
Those are
I
fancy
think-
dice, though.
I was gonna say, I think the module got reset, so I may have to set those back up. I've got the settings saved, so should be easy.
That's an 18.
So you run past, and you're basically in between the fake chief and Jax.
Okay.
Um,
How big are the other ones that have turned up, by the way? Just real quick. Just because the Minotaur, I assume, is probably about as tall as me, maybe. But, like, how big are the other two cops?
So the other two cops are they're about, I'd probably say 6 foot.
So quite big as well. Okay.
Yeah, they're both Earth Genasi, and just very bulky, like strong
Mhm.
guards.
Well armed?
They both have let's see.
So they turn up with cannons.
So they both have a, like, basically a two-handed, like, club, and then it looks like they also have some sort of energy weapon on their hip.
Well, like a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
They have laser pistols. Okay. Yeah, no worries. I don't know if anybody wants to continue now. I just wanted to size them up before I made any decisions. Obviously, I'm still trying to contact Grentak, but given where we are in the situation, it might be a good idea if someone else has something they want to do.
How nervous do these guards seem? Like, do they seem like, yeah, we're gonna do what the chief says and you can go fuck yourself? Or do they seem like, okay, sure? Okay, but you know what I'm asking, right? Like, I'm asking in a weird way, but you understand what I'm saying.
They both are just complying. Like they've been given a like an order, and so they're doing it. They assume that you have caused bodily harm to Jax, and so they're
That we
just
have done
trying
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Except we weren't near them, and he was being dragged out of the building that we were approaching. So these guards are idiots. Okay, cool.
I have a cleric symbol though, right? Like I have some sort of like tag that's like a red cross or a medic or I don't know, something, right? I heal for God.
I mean,
The
you could say
international
you could point that
symbol
out.
of clerics all across the galaxy.
Yeah,
Okay,
across the
you know what, but,
multiverse,
like,
yeah, and space
There's
and
gotta
time.
be something.
basically just different customs. They don't see it as what you see it as. They just see it as like graffiti or like a
Oh, great.
cool,
Okay.
cool, like a cool logo or something. So
Cool
Great.
logo, bro.
Okay.
Hey Pi, I don't know if you've seen the note that
Uh,
we've put in the note in the chat, but your mic's gone funny. However, your captions turned back on when it did.
I have to change something through this.
But essentially, when I was scanning Jax before, did I see if he was injured? Like, what was wrong?
So I guess do a scan because you were just scanning kind of the area. You weren't like specifically.
Oh no!
focusing on-
Specifically, I was scanning both of the Jaxes. I wanted to know who was real and who was not, and whether Jax was
Right,
injured. That
right.
was what I was trying to get done.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. Jax doesn't appear to be hurt though. It just seems unconscious.
He's just unconscious. What do I have in my pack?
Um, While we're trying to do this, I would have been trying to explain to Grentak what I've just seen, how I just saw one person who looked like Jax turn into somebody who looked like the chief of police. Has Grantak seen anything like this? But I appreciate that takes a moment to communicate, so I don't know if the police have done anything to try and stop me from communicating that.
We'll give him ideas. Way.
I'm
I
not
was gonna
trying
say,
to,
like-
but
like
pacing is important.
You're still talking. It's not like they're blocking your sound as they
They're
approach.
they're not trying to like apprehend me or anything. It's kind of what I'm getting at.
I mean, they are. They're just trying not to like slam you to the ground or anything. They're trying to do it somewhat peacefully and respectively.
Okay, well, at that point, I'd definitely be trying to like palm them away. A little bit like how, on American football, I would be like hand on face pushing people back. It would be very much kind of like that to keep them away from me, while also like holding the communication device and turned away from them. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to keep it separate. Yeah, I don't know if Grantak has seen anything like that then.
He's just like, I haven't seen anything like that. What?
I don't know how to explain it,
Me too,
Grantak.
Grantak.
One
Me
moment it
too.
looked like Jax, the next moment it looked like the chief of police.
Tell Grantak we're just outside of his shop. Maybe he wants to come take a look.
Oh, great idea there, Quinn. Grantak, come outside. We're in need of assistance if you're able to. Also bring Timbrun.
Ned?
Timbrun.
No, Ned's the other automata.
You can bring Ned if you want.
So as you're saying this, the cops, or not cops, but the guards are basically like grabbing you, and
If
essentially
they try
trying
to grab
to
me,
force you that
I'm
way.
using Step of the Wind and disengaging.
Okay. I guess roll initiative.
I was going to say, if they're going to try and grab me,
I was
fists
gonna-
are
yeah,
going to
they're
start
grabbing-
flying.
I'm not
not.
taking. I'm
Oh.
not taking any offensive action. I'm just not letting them grab me.
Oh, Redeemer will take offensive action.
Yeah, they see it as resisting
arrest.
so- yeah.
Dead or alive, you're
Something,
coming with me?
something. I'll resist arrest all night long.
Hmm.
I won't roll until the
It's
VTT's unpaused.
Are we all rolling?
I need to. Do I need to select my token?
How do you
or something?
select my token? There's no token to select.
Oh
One sec.
yeah.
I will take care of it.
I was gonna. The Redeemer would be very much like trying to palm them away, but as soon as somebody got a good handle and was trying to restrain, fists are gonna start flying. Like there's.
Now I'm not near the guards. I'm near the bad dude. So
Mhm.
next question being, do you want me to change the map screen and do you want me to change the music?
Yeah, one sec. I just have to do some thing.
Also 7 minutes.
How much damage can we do in 7 minutes?
Interesting. Can
We didn't really have the time, otherwise Redeemer might have tried something a bit different, like running around the corner, pressing the thing to turn into the chief and come back around going, actually, don't arrest these guys. But we didn't have time to do that. That could have been fun.
do if I have a spell that affects humanoids, would that affect automatuses? Robots?
When you say humanoids, are they talking about things that look like humans, or are they talking about just anything that's shaped like humans?
Great
Also depends.
question.
Depends on what the effect is. For example, if you were to try and put to sleep all humanoids, automatons cannot be put to sleep. So it's stuff like that. Depends on the effect of the spell as well.
This one is about suppressing emotions. Do they have emotions?
Automatons don't have emotions, do they?
Are you talking about the guards, or are you talking about the fake chief?
I'm asking specifically about the fake chief, but I mean automatons in general
Oh, gotcha.
because they seem to be a thing in this world.
I would say yes, this chief may have feelings.
For whom?
But non-sentient automatons wouldn't have feelings, right? So it would purely depend.
Well,
Like, if you would-
that's. Hang on. They might have an emotion chip.
Maybe. I mean,
Oh, data.
Most of them just work autonomously.
Do you? Do you?
Okay.
I love how
So-
we have already devolved into Star Trek.
I misread this spell that I had forgotten about since last week, obviously, and I thought it was called Liamon's Tiny Hat. And I was like, what could have possibly possessed me to choose a tiny hat? It's not, for those keeping track at home, it's a tiny hut. It's a 10-foot domicile. I did not choose a tiny hat. But now I
You
want
never
it.
Redeemer did. Redeemer chose a big wizard hat.
That's true, he did.
Which
That's
I don't
true,
have,
they did.
unfortunately.
Water walk? Oh, I know why I took that. Okay, but that's not going to help us right now. Okay. Okay. Have we rolled initiative? Can we roll initiative? Realized
Not
We
yet.
got distracted. Okay.
No, we're not
wasn't sure.
distracted. We're trying to fix the
Cool.
overlay.
I was in a different tab looking at my spells, and I wasn't sure if you all had like moved on and done the thing, and were like,
Well, Fizz
Tasman,
just
come
gone.
on.
I was gonna accuse Keithana of attempting to steal Stephen Joy's aesthetic. Stephen being the one that has the little tiny hats he puts on his,
Oh
on his
yeah, the little
headset.
hat thingies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Hmm.
I wonder if you can get food hats from the food dimension thing. Like
What,
hats
You
like a
could just,
nacho
like,
hat?
Throw a cream pie
Oh.
at him, like a 1920s bad comedy.
Okay, sold. So
That's the new weapon, is cream pies.
first, I'm trying to control them. Well, okay, but here's the thing: if I calm emotions, we could potentially end this before it starts. Stop before it starts. But if I start throwing projectile food, that's phase 2. Maybe before the Warhammer, I throw the cream pies. Escalates quickly and all, you know.
Oh dear.
I think that needs quoting. I really think that needs quoting.
That was
Okay, I just clicked back. What did Capture do?
I just like.
Clicking over to my.
So happy fucking Pride, everyone.
Oh, the problem was not Captioner. The problem was me. Okay.
Hello, I'm the problem. It's me.
That was a red song.
Oh man. Fantastic.
I've seen enough TikToks to know that that one is Taylor Swift.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where to go from there, really.
Is that
Pi's trying to
Second
focus and get things
base?
done.
Third? First? What? I don't know.
Oh no.
I said nothing.
You're completely
Actually,
innocent.
you're
in
the
all
one
this.
who brought up cream pies in the first place. All I need is the Benny Hill theme song right now. That's what I'm imagining, and here you are with a very different.
I mean,
kind of
I
cream
can
pie.
do you one better. I can do this one.
You're forgetting I can't hear whatever that is.
How dare that
Banjos?
get clipped?
Oh, okay. I mean, we can't hear the music, but I'm gonna trust you on that one.
But we do have an ad.
Oh, okay.
So while Pi fixes the VTT, we're going to go to an ad break. I love you. I love you so fucking much. Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna go to an ad. We have scheduled ads once per hour, and we go off screen so that you guys don't miss anything. To try and keep our content as accessible as possible. Look at me finding words. I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. So take this opportunity to have a stretch. Get yourself a fresh drink. We'll be back in a couple of minutes once these ads have finished. And in the meantime, thank you very much for supporting the stream. Hi, welcome back to Pocket Dimension Pie. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. I'm a long way away from everybody else too. Awesome, Pie.
You are.
I'm handing over to you.
You are. You're much farther than I thought we were.
Yeah. So basically, you came out of Gadgeteer HQ. Kithana saw what was going on with Jax and Jax, and upon asking what was going on, Jax, the conscious Jax, I guess kind of freaked out, turned into the chief and called guards to come stop you, claiming that you had attacked Jax, and so they are trying to stop you. Roll initiative.
Who is?
I love that they
the
think we've done it when we
screen?
are so far away. These guys are
Let's see.
absolute fucking numpties.
Well, in his defense, the chief could have said, "Oh, they're trying to run away." Mwahaha. I'm not sure he doesn't sound anything like that, but you know.
Oh, okay. It's just
Oh, hang
initiative.
on.
Can I
The
just say,
encounter hasn't started, so I don't think our rolls are counting.
I see
want
them.
my dice back.
Oh, wait a minute. I see everybody else, but not me. Fanuin Diletto. It's a
oh,
nice name.
I don't
Yeah,
see.
where the encounter hasn't been begun.
Yeah.
Well,
Try it now, because I created the encounter.
No. I better roll low. That's not bad. It's not as high as I'd like, but it'll do. Did it add me now? It's broken.
They did just
Oh,
update
there we
it.
go.
There we go. Hey.
I just
Wait, where am
manually added everybody.
Did you just manually
Which one
add
did
it
you add
away?
me with?
Like,
Did you add me with my 16 or my 13?
I'm like, I rolled an 18 before, and now I have a 14.
Oh.
It's fine.
The dice
It's
giveth
fine.
and the dice taketh away.
The dice giveth and the VTT taketh away? I can't
Yeah,
fix
that's
it.
more
I can't fix my dice while we're on screen because it's gonna load the dice overlay.
Overlay and stuff. Yeah.
Why do I have?
correct
Oh,
correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that this is probably not. First of all, I think we outnumber them. I think absolutely demolishing them is not actually going to be advantageous to our cause, no matter who, or like the only one we would actually need to potentially kill is the Transformer. And I think that it's probably 50-50 on us encountering some other big bad before we have a long rest. So I'm thinking it's not the right time for me to do that thing we'd been doing wrong where I give you all extra health.
Yes.
Does anyone have a different thought? Twilight Sanctuary, that thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the mines are going to be our big issue. This.
Yeah, like,
That's off.
I think we'll probably nap before or go to sleep before we go to the mines. But also, I think this encounter is an encounter, but I don't think it's bad enough that we're going to need a ton of extra health.
I guess that's just something you need to weigh up, really. But I think
Yeah.
it'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Also, just noticed some people don't have numbers. Are you adding them, Pi?
Yeah, I'm
All
in
right,
manual.
you are adding them. Okay, because
Yeah.
I noticed that I didn't, but now I do. So I assumed you were doing something in behind the scenes, but I didn't want to.
Today has been a day for everything updating. Like there was like my chatbot updated. While everything is doing a thing, I'm gonna do a public service announcement to anybody in the chat. Mix It Up had an update today. So if you haven't streamed in the last 24 hours, download your update while you still have time before your stream starts. As a thing. But who else has rolled initiative with us? Exclamation initiative, and you can see where you sit in the line. Line? Q? Q.
Well,
Left.
I rolled better in game than I did in the stream, so
In game than you did in
Thank
stream. You
goodness for
mean
that.
in? What did you roll in the chat? 6.
oh, yeah.
Kate got an 8. Wolfie got a 16.
Wolfie goes first.
I know the chief. Chief got a 21.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to take that cheap down.
Otto Wyvern knows that Wolfie has a high dex. I love how I
That's
start
what
this
it
and I'm
is.
like, we're not going to talk to chat today. We're not. And then we've had VTT issues and it's like, you know what? We're going to talk to chat today. It's fine.
Why not? It's less incriminating than anything else I've been doing.
Yes.
Okay. So the chief is basically going to attempt to run, I guess, towards the guards HQ.
Which
Is
direction?
guards
Is that
HQ
north or
up
south?
or down?
And
Holy
Teras,
Down.
crapola.
if you want to roll opportunity.
Holy shit! Why can it go that far?
Oh, dash. Just basically did the whole.
It's double, yeah.
Yeah.
It's double your distance, isn't it, if you dash?
Are all of us
Give up
allowed to
your action.
dash?
Yeah, you give up
Is
your
that like a
action.
normal thing?
Mm-hmm. You weren't aware of that? I guess, yep. No, there you go. Yeah, you can give up your action to
I
dash.
personally am not a speedy being. I don't see why my characters should be.
I mean, maybe they want to dash because they're not speedy.
It's called fantasy. You can be whatever you want to be,
Yeah.
or don't want to be.
Well,
Mm.
But yeah, if it's a rogue,
Look how fast.
dash is a bonus action. If it's a monk, maybe as well. Step of the wind.
Actually,
Key
maybe.
point. Step
That's
of the
key
wind.
point.
Yeah.
They're even better than in
Look at
some
that.
ways.
I
You
can
know,
go
not-
50 feet if I go fast. Amazing.
You're not bound by your
Physics,
bonus action, then, are you?
reality.
Sure.
I mean, I have
yeah.
many
Cheers.
options right now. Fuck.
I was gonna say, did you want to do an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Roll your attack.
Trip him.
Yeah, I kind of want to grapple rather than anything, but I'll go with quarterstaff and just see if I can knock him down.
The old quarterstaff between the legs.
Yeah, sweep the leg, but with my stick.
Hmm.
With my big stick. Please.
Someone quote that.
Oh.
Oof.
That's a
These
7.
dice are really pretty, though. Like, I know they're not your dice, but they're really pretty.
They are not my dice. And it's
shiny.
like, everybody else's dice are there, but my dice are not there.
Well, you made
Um,
fancy dice choices.
Quite literally a swing and a miss. You basically miss him as he darts towards the bridge to the guards HQ. And that is his turn.
Now it's your turn.
But now you get a real turn, right?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
I'm trying to work out why this is closed things that I should have, and it's bothering me. I had a whole bunch of other options beyond just bear.
Wait, really? You could turn into different animal. What?
Yeah.
How
Yes.
has bear always been your? I assumed you just, I don't know, attuned with bears or some shit. I don't know. It's been a bear every time. I assumed you didn't have other options.
I have
The bear's the best
preferences,
combat.
darling.
Okay, fair.
I thought you were a bear.
A barbarian.
Wasn't that a thing? We bear bears. I don't actually know what they are. I've just heard that
Mhm.
phrase.
Yep.
I have to
I
Google
am-
what it is.
Trying to remember what I can change into. I can't do. I can't do anything with flying, but I can go up to challenge rating 1. It's not. It's not.
Wait a minute, Ice. Is this where you get your thing from?
Sorry, which what?
We bear bears. Apparently, there's a polar bear called Ice
Mhm.
Bear.
Yep.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right. All right. So I've already established that he's just unconscious. He's not injured, in trouble, or dying. Because that was before all the combat stuff. So if I leave him, he's gonna be fine, right? Because that was what I was establishing before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just the way Pi was like, yeah.
You're fucking smiling
Yeah,
at me in this
yeah.
particular way. I'm like, dude, I literally this was what I was doing before. Hang on. Is this what I found out or not? I'm now panics.
Sure. It's like, yeah.
Hi.
It's fine.
Good God. Right. Okay. Well, given that I am that person. If he was the real chief, he wouldn't be running away. And Teras is going to change into a tiger and run.
Oh, I mean, you sure you wouldn't be running away?
No, because he'd be trying to help Jax. He wouldn't be running away. And that's exactly what I'm yelling. He's
well,
already
until
run
you
away.
turn into a tiger. At this point,
He's
you're turning
already-
into a tiger. I'd run too.
He's already run though. Fuck him. I can.
I'll pass. Thank you.
I mean,
As I said it, I was like, why did I suggest that? I don't know. Is that ruler? Measure distance is gonna work. Oh yeah, I can do this. So I would like to pounce. So if the tiger moves at least 20 feet straight forward at a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, the target must succeed on a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So basically, I have turned into a tiger, which is a large beast. Sorry, Pi.
I guess that's a 2x2.
Yes. Same as the bear, just it's a tiger. But yeah, she's running at it. And oh look, we have an actual tiger!
love it.
How do I turn? There's a way. We've done it before by accident.
Oh, should be, I think, the arrow keys.
No, that just moves me.
Then maybe
Badly.
WASD.
Control while scroll wheeling. Hold control over your thing and then scroll wheel.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
just sitting there watching it turn slowly. Oh, nice.
Oh my god, it's still stuck on the thing. I don't want to be on the thing. There we go. But right. And I smack it. I like pounce. Smack.
Pounce!
Pounce on it and smack it.
Pounce! Smack!
Like, knock it off the table like a cat.
Is it a save on his part, or is it?
So I have to hit it, and if I hit it, it has to save.
Okay. So roll for hit.
23 to hit.
That hits.
So DC 13. Strength save.
Strength or dex?
Strength. Damn it! Fuck!
19.
Fickety feck. Okay.
That's more than 13.
Well, you can take the the 1 point of damage that she dealt by hitting it.
Just a flesh wound.
But yeah, now
Was
it's
he
back in
flesh
melee
wound?
with me, and I have my reaction back. But I was very, like, it was very obviously I was doing a pounce, I was not doing a strike. So, just if anybody is doing the wondering. Hi. So, that is my turn. That is my bonus action and my action and my move.
Okay. Now it's Fanwin's turn, and he's very nervous, and he's just like, Chief, and he basically like turns to Max and is just like, just come quietly. I don't want to hurt you. And so he's gonna.
Is this the same kid that worked at Daniels?
No.
That was Bran.
Ran.
It was
It's got
totally a
Max
different
something.
world and a totally different time. It's fine. Because that was 750 AD, Camelot, Wales. This is
900 B.
900, okay.
So he's not going to attack Max. He's just going to like move to kind of block him from moving out. And now it is Redeemer's turn.
You're going
Nice.
for the bad guy.
Um,
Or you're going to go for the good cops.
So is anyone trying to restrain me? I'm in close combat with two people there, right? Or does it not work that way with the angles?
The like basically the Minotaur tried grabbing you, and that's basically where we're at.
Oh, the Minotaur tried grabbing me. Oh well, it's on then. That Minotaur's going down.
Uh-oh.
That was going.
Are
That's it.
we yelling timber, or was it an earlier round?
Oh, for goodness sake. Right. Just a quick question with regards to the sword transformation. Is it an action or a bonus action, or is it nothing to change the setting?
I'll just make it a bonus action because it's just like a twist on the actual hilt. So
Redeemer hasn't drawn their weapon anyway, so but it was more of a for my mind because I couldn't remember. Just before I forget, that's all. Okay, so the Minotaur attempted to grab Redeemer, which Redeemer will naturally take personally because that is Redeemer's way. Redeemer is going to attempt to punch the Minotaur in the face.
okay.
I love how little chill Redeemer has.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolutely none.
Okay, that hits.
That hits, and the damage will be only 5 damage, naturally. At which point Redeemer will say, "Don't touch me ever again," and follow up with a second attack, which is also a punch. Oh, and misses apparently. So he goes for the second attack, and I don't know. Maybe the Minotaur didn't see the first one coming.
She just kind of like just steps to the side slightly.
It's just a
Makes me
step to the
stumble a little bit.
left.
So I believe that means I've still got my bonus action.
I think it's a jump to the left, isn't it? Step
it
to the right. Okay.
With my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself, which is concentration for up to 10 minutes, and I gain a plus. Wait, is it just a plus two? It's just a plus 2 to my AC. There you go. Yeah, that's it. It's just the B confused me, like that B being there, because like why would it make me roll a dice for it? That I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just the D&D Beyond.
So I get what, 18 AC? I'll take it. Thanks very much. So for now, I'm on. I get a bonus of plus 2 to my AC. So there you go. And I will expend that spell. There you go. That is the end of my turn, friends.
Okay. So it's now Laurel, the Minotaur's turn. And she's basically going to move up and attempt to grapple you. Redeemer.
Yes. Is that a roll I need to contest? Is it like a contested strength check? I don't know how it works with grapple.
Well,
Contested
it's...
strength or dex.
I was going to say it's...
Attacker has to use strength, but you can use strength or dex.
Or dexterity. Yeah, that's what it's called.
All right, okay. So I just do... Is it a strength save then? Or
You can do either a strength check or a dex check.
Okay. That's my... Oh... That's not as good as I'd like.
Oh, you still
But-
win.
Yeah.
Redeemer's a lot stronger than he looks, I guess.
She's going to hit her turn. And now it's Max's turn. And Max just sees, I guess, everybody's just getting surrounded. And so he's going to, I guess, attack the Minotaur, seeing how they basically tried to grab Redeemer.
Aww. Max is my birdie.
And I like that Max is like helping us.
I heart Max.
I'm gonna turn Max into a warforged like me.
What's wrong with his current body?
Yeah, how?
Also,
Do you have to like chop
my
bits off and...
It's way too fragile. Well, it's
My
immortal,
brain,
right?
my
So-
brain has just gone, wait out. I still haven't done the thing that I need to do with Max, so that Max doesn't get harmed next time we go home.
Well, you've got time.
Does not hit.
Oh, Max.
At this rate, it'll be a calendar year before we get there.
To be fair to Max, Max is pretty small, right? And that's quite a big Minotaur. I keep saying Minotaur.
Okay, it's Kitana's turn.
I'm
got
gonna
time.
cast What?
No, it's fine. My brain
Okay.
is just catching up. Sorry.
I'm going to cast Calm Emotions. I think. Wait, can I?
Can you if you're already in combat?
Why wouldn't I be able to? What does being in combat have to do with calming emotions?
It depends
No,
on
it's
the
a
type of
spell.
spell that it is,
Read-
right?
read the
is it a
spell.
ritual?
Because some of them you can't. No. Some of them, if you've entered into combat with them and strikes have been thrown, it's going to fail.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's a one action casting time, so yeah, should.
Yeah, I'm
It's
reading
not a
and
matter
nothing.
of it's not a matter of casting time that I'm talking about. It's the actual spell.
Yeah.
And like emotions are already heightened, it's too late kind of thing, is it?
Yeah.
The indifference, if it's successful, the indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna like fail instantly then. Especially since I just punched a Minotaur in the face. That's gonna happen again.
Hold on. So if it's an action, does that mean that I can I move and then do this?
Yes. But
Oh no,
but
this
with
one
the-
does work against ones that are already hostile. So yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. It just makes them indifferent, and then unless someone attacks another one of them, they'll stay that way for 1 minute.
Sure. But I can move and then do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though be aware.
Hmm?
I think you can go 1 square further. I think you're measuring from inside your character, whereas I think you measure from the square next to your character.
Oh, okay.
I think. Is that right, everyone? I'm
Yes,
pretty
that's
sure you
right.
corrected me
Yep.
before because I
Yeah.
got
Because
Oh.
you already accompany this, like you're already in the
Occupy that
space.
space. Okay.
Occupy.
See, but I can't. I think it
What are
was
you
here.
What are you trying to work out?
I'm trying to go here. Well, I'm trying to work out where I had, because they all look the same. It's just like there's featureless gray. I'm
As
trying to
it's
work
a,
out where I had measured to.
It's a 60
Yeah.
foot range, and then you have a 20-foot like circle.
What was the one
Well,
I was
it
looking at?
depends. If you're doing, there's 2 versions of the spell. There's attempting to suppress strong emotions in a group of people, which is a 20-foot radius. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice.
Yeah.
So it depends on which way she's casting the spell as to whether it's got a radius or whether it's 1 target.
right.
Yeah, I specifically want to target the not chief.
So it actually does the 20-foot radius, and it has one of the 2 following effects. So the 20-foot radius sphere is either choice that you choose.
I mean, I also want to be closer to it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So just drop.
I want to
drop
do
it,
both.
I guess where the 20-foot would just circle the chief and the excess of the bridge, I presume.
Yeah.
Don't get me.
Yeah, I'm trying to like. I want to target further than it, so it's inside and Teras isn't. Yeah.
Sorry.
But I think the center of where I have to put it is like off screen.
Yeah, but there's more over there. It's not.
Sure, yeah. But I think where you have it, I want to move it up just like a smidge.
Yeah. And that's,
Don't delete the
that's
chief.
fine. I'm trying to.
All right.
I mean, he can delete the chief. I don't mind.
Are we all still there? My whole screen went black. Oh, we're good. Okay. So I just cast it, and he has to make a charisma saving throw for 14. So,
Mess them up.
do I roll to cast it? Yes.
No.
Nope.
I just
It's
do
just
it.
You got
Click
a
a spell
10.
slot.
You just do. What was the DC?
14.
Oh,
Okay.
worked.
So I want him to chill the fuck out and not think that the tiger. See, creatures. Okay, that's plural. Great. I want it to stop being hostile to our entire group, all several of us.
Okay.
But especially the tiger. I want it to think kitty cat friend.
Well, he's not gonna think friend. He's just indifferent. It's like, oh, there's
Sure.
a tiger here. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Imagine being indifferent to a tiger.
Yeah.
Well, he is now.
Okay. Is that your turn, Tazzy?
Yeah.
Cool. So, DM, what does Quinn see in this? Because he is going to... Well, he's going to run towards the chief.
Okay.
Because he's got the range to do it. But is there a visible change in the chief? Does it look like the chief has reconsidered about running, or is it a matter of he's looking like he's continuing to run?
Well, his plan was to basically leave regardless of if you were fighting him or not. So nothing has changed with him. He's just not, I guess, hostile towards any of you.
Yeah. It's the problem, he wasn't really hostile with us to begin with. I'm trying to figure out if Quinn would... Because Quinn's plan was to go and tackle the guy to the ground. And that will obviously dismiss everything that Keithana has done. Which is not ideal.
What if you stand in the
But
way?
I'm also wondering...
Like, do the dance thing. So you're, like, standing in the way, so he can't go any further.
Yeah, I think I've got enough movement to do that. Hang on 2 seconds, because it was... Yeah, I've got 5 feet more movement. I can do that. So I will stand in his way.
You can just pretend
in
that
general
you're in a
direction.
mall trying to, like, sell paintball tickets.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah. And I will hold my action and will react if he tries to get past me in any way, shape, or form. At which point I will attempt to grapple. Grapple? Yeah, that'll be what I do. That's my turn.
So, I guess this guard patrol has just seen one of his comrades get punched in the face, and then 2 other people and a tiger all run towards the chief. So he's gonna run towards Kathana and attempt to grapple her.
Fair.
I half expected them all to just like dogpile me, you know? Like...
Does the indifference of the chief stop if I get knocked over?
Is it concentration?
I think it was. Yes, concentration.
Does
If
it
you get
count
hit-
as an attack, though? That's the real question.
A grapple is an attack. So if Keithana is attacked, then
Well,
has to contest it with a
No, concentration's only if you take damage.
well,
'Cause you roll against
also
the
on
damage.
the. I was gonna say it's also on the
Hmm.
target's friends, not you guys.
Hmm.
So if you guys get hurt, I don't
That's
think it
true.
would dispel calm emotions.
What's the radius for the target's friends? Like,
Line of sight.
you know what I mean?
If they can see, yeah. So
Oh, all right, okay.
Well, but also,
pretty much-
does it
pretty much
consider
always.
it isn't really the chief, so does it consider these other guards to be friends?
Well, he's currently using them as allies. It's not necessarily about friends so much as allies.
Hmm. But does he not care?
The
about
spell
them?
does say friends, not allies.
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe he doesn't care about them. Maybe
Right.
he's just using them. And if he is not their friends, and he doesn't actually care about what happens to them, maybe he remains indifferent.
Are you
Maybe his
friend
operating
or
system
are you
Everybody
says
cross-
everyone's friends.
Maybe everybody should cross their shoulders and look at Pi as if to say, they're not really friends, are they, Pi?
I mean, regardless, this guard is trying to grapple Katana. So roll strength or dexterity check.
Is it a saving throw?
That's just a check.
No. It's just
Oh
a
no, a
check.
regular one. Okay, I'm gonna roll dex if that's all right. It's a
Yeah, that's fine.
little bit better. Did that roll?
So Tazzy's gonna dance away.
That did not roll. I'm gonna. Oh, there we go. Maybe that rolls.
That rolls.
You definitely like,
Nice.
I guess, kind of backed up a little bit, just right outside of their reach.
Nice.
Dance out the way.
Now it is this guard's turn. This
This-
guard is going to attempt to grapple
Guard is on fire.
Redeemer.
Right. Who was attacking me?
This guard.
Oh,
The
what
one
a
that's-
cheeky chappy. What a cheeky
The guards
chappy.
all want you.
Everyone
blame
wants
them?
you.
You blame them, I look like Arthur Pendragon. I look hot.
That's true.
Oh!
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Is there any part in rolling? I mean,
So this is
Yeah,
weird. I
could
saw
roll a
the
natural 20.
I saw the swirlies,
Yeah.
but I'm only seeing the shadows of the dice.
oh, yours is broken. You might not want to refresh that.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh. If I vanish,
New update.
oops.
It's broken day.
So I am a Le Grappald.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair. They're picking on me. It's a hell of a grab, though.
Yeah, hell of a grab.
And now it is
Really? That's
Oh.
the wording you're choosing?
What would
the
it?
chief. The chief got deleted, and it removed from the other. Not correct.
Choosing a nicer purple since it's giving me the option.
Wait, a nicer purple for what, sorry?
For my dice. When
Oh.
I refreshed, it was like, "What color do you want?" And I was like, "That's a really good point. Might as well choose a different one." Wait, wasn't Chief question mark at the top before?
Yeah, it got deleted. That's what Pi's fixing.
Oh, got it. Okay. I was busy refreshing and confused.
Wolfie has just said, so what Pi is saying is Redeemer's being held for a minute or two.
So good. So good. I love it.
So the chief is going to attempt to keep going towards the bridge. And I don't have enough stuff drawn, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Alright, well, I'll take my reaction to attempt to grapple.
Do it.
Glad to amuse you, Wolfie.
Yeah, it's to be to 17.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, 23 does it.
Yeah.
I would like my attack of opportunity, thanks.
Do it.
Can I try to grapple with a bite? I can't push it
Ange,
over
Ange.
and
Yeah, go
like
for it.
I want to like grab him. But, like, hang on. I'm trying to find my... There are too many layers of stuff and things. Tiger! Does 15 hit?
Does not hit.
Fuck.
This is one slippery dude.
Do you know what sucks?
Mhm.
That would have been 13 damage if I'd hit.
That's so many.
Okay, it is Terrace's turn. And since I don't have extra area, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make a counter for him to get away for 3, and we'll change that each turn.
This is my turn.
It is your turn.
Cool, I can go 20 feet in a straight line. I'm gonna pounce on this bitch again.
Do it.
I'm a pounce! With a claw attack.
Like the largest house cat ever.
Please hit. 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Hey.
1 damage and DC 13 strength check.
Please fail. Please
Oh,
fail.
natural
Please fail.
one.
Just come on.
This guy's
come on,
quite
come
strong.
on.
Like,
8 or below.
Way, shut up.
that is
You're not helping.
strong guy. Like,
Wait, whose side are you on?
12.
Ice manifested that. Like,
I
He's
did.
like 8 or below, and it rolled a fucking
8 or
8.
below.
Yes!
Damn
Yes! Oh
Ice is
my
like,
god!
That's it. This is what it is. Oh,
Amazing.
nice. Let's go.
Bitch, you have a
It's a-
tiger on you.
How upset is he about the tiger on?
I mean,
Um,
he's no
He
longer
has just-
indifferent, right?
Face
was gonna say,
planted the ground,
seems
and I
like he
am
was
like
indifferent.
both paws on his shoulders, and I'm just gonna growl into the back of his neck.
He might like that.
Do I have to use the
as-
proposition counter again?
Leak it.
As you like growl into the back of his neck, you see it like kind of, I guess, ripple, almost like a machination just in that area.
And then he transforms
Interesting.
into another tiger. Wow.
Don't give the DM ideas. What do we talk about?
I already had that idea.
Oh dear.
Is that your turn?
Yes, sorry, that's me. I don't have
Oh, that's
bonus
the
actions
grapple
as a
thing.
tiger. They're as useless as bears for bonus actions.
Not even purring or like.
No, I
you
growled
know,
into the
what
back
is
of his
it?
neck. Actually, I have had my bonus action.
Stop making biscuits. Do they call
Making
it when the
biscuits.
tiger does that?
Making
Just in his
biscuits. Oh
back?
my god.
Hilariously, you actually should not need biscuits. There should not be a lot of kneading because that develops the gluten too much. So the fact that they call cat kneading making biscuits is inaccurate.
No, there we go.
Anyway, turning away from baking
I
content
feel
and
like
back
that
into
needs
the
to be a
battle.
Tazzy
Tazzy
story.
facts.
That is a Tazzy story. You know?
It's not a story; it's a fact.
I mean,
It's
factual
It's not
stories.
once upon
Still-
a time.
Stories could be factual.
There were no characters. There was no beginning, middle, end. There was no narrative. There was just
it was just
information. No.
cats don't make biscuits. Actually, can we exclamation cat fact? Because Seribot will hook us up.
Yes,
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
that is true.
Need more cat
Um,
fact.
So, Fanwin, the guard intern, is going to attempt to grapple Max. After having
Guard
seen everybody else just started trying to restrain everybody else.
Oh, so zealous.
It's funny because up there,
Are we grabbing? I can grab. I know how to grab.
you're all focusing on the actual target. Meanwhile, me and Max are now in a punch-up.
I went to grabbing school. I can do this.
Oh, let's go, Max!
Go,
Look at
Max.
those rolls. Oh, love it.
Just very
And,
quietly, The DM is rolling exceptionally well tonight. We should all be
Oh.
afraid.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really true.
He does not restrain.
Like,
And now
I
it
want
is
to like change your dice or whatever.
Redeemer's
Right.
turn.
How do I break free? What's the rules? I forget. Is it like a strength check again? Or-
Athletics
So there's-
or acrobatics check.
so it's basically another contested roll, or you can just hit it. Because grapple isn't a restrain.
Yeah.
Grapple just stops you from moving. So you can choose to try and break the grapple, or you can just punch the person who's holding you. It's up to you.
Yes.
Oh,
And by
okay.
punch, like, you can hit it with your sword. All that is stopped is your movement. So if you don't want to go
Right.
anywhere, just keep fucking hitting him. It's not a restraint.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, as this god has grabbed me, then I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Redeemer has to sing
Redeemer's-
lyrics from I Want to Break Free by Queen as a bonus action.
I could transform into Freddie Mercury. You know, I'm not going to, but you know, it was an option. We're not going to do because we'll reveal it to them that we can do that. And we don't want to do that. Actually, does this
I am a
has
tiger.
this caused any problems?
What's that?
Has this caused any problems with the fact he's grappled me with my shimmering
Oh, yeah.
thing?
Well, it
I
didn't
mean,
until you asked.
this guard is in like full tactical gear, so like they don't.
He's not noticing
They're,
anything.
they're,
Yeah,
they're
okay.
not like skin to skin with you.
Okay, they don't feel.
They're not
You're
making
having
this
an
an
absolute
intelligent
night.
grapple.
They're not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're not feeling it. Okay.
Yeah, this is not an intimate
they're
grapple.
not feeling it.
There's a
Guys,
word you
come
could put in
on.
there. There is a word you could put in there to define, you know, how Redeemer feels, but we're not going to go there. Redeemer's just going to punch the god in the face.
What, rigid?
Hard. Redeemer goes for the punch. Oh wait, why is that +7?
I learned a fact about when people with certain equipment ride airplanes.
Tazzy facts.
Why is my strike +7? Why am I to hits +7?
We leveled up last game.
Magic weapon,
So they might
plus
have been-
proficiency, plus your
magic-
strength
yeah.
modifier.
Is it magic
Yeah.
weapon?
Don't
Yes.
argue, just take it.
It seems rather high. That's why I thought I'd ask.
Waken.
Yeah, no, just
Waken. DM me a screenshot of your character sheet.
DM.
If it's any help, Waken, I also have a +7, and I don't have any modern, like any magic weapon. Well, technically I do, but it doesn't actually contribute to my plus. So
So post it in Pie Game, and then we can all see it.
we'll look at it at the break.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's up to you, Pie, if you think that, because that seems high, really high, in my opinion. The +7. I never paid attention to it last time. I thought it was
It's fine.
+4.
This
but-
guy doesn't even have a name.
Oh,
Just
okay.
Go for it.
So 21 to hit on this guy. I'm guessing it hits, and then he takes apparently 5 damage.
Yep.
Is that just because he just takes damage? It's 1 plus whatever my strength modifier is it? Is that why he takes 5? Yeah. Okay. And then after I've punched him and assuming broken free of the grapple, Redeemer is going to attempt to knee him in the face, which again is another unarmed strike.
Well, you're still grappled.
You're still grappled.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
Well, that's
Natural
fine.
20.
Okay.
That's-
So it says roll damages, but is it just 2 times my 5? Or is it just because it's only dice that get doubled, right?
Twice the
Only
dice. Once for your
there's
bonus.
No extra. Yeah, so there's no twice the dice. Yeah, it just does 5 damage then, even though it's a crit, right? Because
No,
I can actually
hang
roll
on.
the dice.
Yeah,
What
dice
is-
would
what
be
is-
1.
What is. In that case, it's double 1 plus your bonus.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So 6 then. It's just 6.
Why
Sorry,
unarmed
it's really
striking?
confusing because on unarmed strike it just literally shows a 5. On my unarmed
Okay.
strike, it just shows a 5. So
Are you
it's hard to tell
purposefully
what the...
choosing to unarmed strike, or did you think you had to
Yes.
because it's a grapple? Okay.
No, I'm just unarmed striking because Redeemer doesn't want to chop these people in half. They're not that, knocking them out is one thing, cutting them in half is another.
He really wants to feel it.
So yeah, that was a knee to the face. So that guy, and that's the end of. Actually, hold on. Oh, actually, I've cast Shield of Faith on myself, and that's concentration. So, yeah, that's fine. Carry on. That is the end of my turn.
All right. So seeing this unfold, where Redeemer has just basically punched this guard in the face and then kneed him in the face, Laurel's going to unarmed strike Redeemer.
It's officially a fisticuffs match.
Go, Laurel, go. Go, go, Laurel, go. Go, Laurel, go. Go, go, Laurel, go.
Why are we cheering on Laurel?
Just because Laurel's cool. I think Minotaurs are pretty damn cool.
Because Laurel's the Minotaur and Minotaurs are hot.
Yeah, damn straight. Exactly.
Yeah, but she's trying to hit you.
They're utterly
hit
awesome.
on, hit
Look,
on.
No kink shaming, alright?
I just
So you're on the ground. She's actually going to gore you.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I thought
Hold
we
on,
were
why are you
sign
on
up
the
for
ground?
that.
Why are you
Why
on the
am I on the
ground?
Yeah, grappled.
No, grapple's not
doesn't have to be
prone.
on the ground.
Grapple's
Oh,
not prone.
okay.
You're not restrained, you're just held. It's basically
Oh, well,
hand holding.
It's still
Gotcha.
fine. Like, because it's still just an attack, right? So, you still hit. My AC's 19, but 23 is a pretty good roll. DM showing the DM is no mercy.
18.
Oof.
Well, that's mean. Even Redeemer's gonna feel that one.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns. She's not a bull, but you're getting the horns.
I'll give her horns.
And you punched her in the face, like, from the get. It's like, hey, stop resisting arrest. Punch in the face. So
none of
This
us are
still
old
plays
enough for
rough.
this.
okay, and it's Max's turn. Max has just seen Redeemer get gored, and
For Max.
I mean, what Redeemer saw was what people would expect would be the horn to go in, a lot of blood to come out, but instead the horn went in and no blood came out.
We'll see how much attention she's paying, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she can't actually see the tips of her horns and doesn't notice they're not bloody.
That is true.
I mean, she's gonna
that's
notice that
going to
he's
do
not bloody. Where her horns
an
went.
unarmed
Mm.
strike
a
that
human
misses.
male
and then
that
he's
somehow
going to
doesn't
do-
bleed.
A healing word for 6 on Redeemer. So
Oh,
healed for 6.
okay. Arigato.
We don't deserve Max.
No, we don't.
We really don't.
And it is Kithana's turn.
Hashtag fucking blessed. Oh right, we said we go from not from next to us. Okay.
1 minute.
I'm gonna go over to him and pull rope out of my pack and start tying.
Tying the rope.
I'm trying to tie him up in some way to restrain him, hopefully that tightly enough that he can't shape out of it, if possible. Yeah.
So do you already have like a loop made, or
No, I'm just gonna start tying and use all 6 seconds of my turn. I don't know. I feel like Kathana knows how to tie things instead of just knitting, which is all I could really do.
I'm gonna point
Gotcha.
out there's an ad
Um,
about to start.
ad break? Yeah.
Okay. We'll get back to this.
Hold that thought. Feel free to let us know in the chat what you think is going to happen and what you think the rules say should happen. We're going to be back just after this break. to have a look at what you guys have all said in chat, and we'll weigh in chat as well. But take this opportunity to self-care, get yourself a fresh drink, take your meds if it's time for meds. We'll be back shortly, and thanks for supporting the channel. Hi, hello, welcome back, everybody. We are in the middle of combat. There is things happening. We're just doing a quick reload of the VTT because we've had some modules that didn't reload when everything. Oh god. Everything. Back up your compendiums.
It
Yeah,
really
use
wants you to
quizzes.
do that, doesn't it? It
It really does.
wants
It's
you to.
really throwing down
Well,
at me.
I'm not
isn't it?
doing it today.
Not today, Satan. But seriously though, I'm gonna hand back to Pi because it is Keithana's turn and stuff and things.
So you guys were in combat. Keithana showed up with some rope and planned on tying up the chief? Question mark.
Yes. I don't.
Okay. Do a dex check, and we'll just see. Since do a dex check with advantage because he's grappled.
He's prone. Hi, he's
Yeah,
prone. he's
proper
not grappled.
Oh, I thought you did a grapple.
It's
With
a
your
pounce. I did a pounce with my claws. Hang on, let me read it to you.
He was knocked on his ass.
The target has to succeed in a DC 13 strength or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the
Gotcha.
target can make one bite attack against it. Oh, I was meant to make a bite attack. Can I please have that bite attack from before? The one that didn't land?
This is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Because I ended
Oh,
my
that-
turn thinking that I was done.
Well, this
I
was an
didn't-
attack of opportunity. That wasn't
No, it wasn't.
your turn.
No,
This was my
it was a
turn.
Wait,
follow-up.
what? I'm confused.
The attack of opportunity failed.
Oh
This
yeah,
was
yeah,
the-
yeah. Okay, yeah. That's
Can I
Sorry.
do my can I
I-
quickly do a
Yes.
retcon bite? Sorry.
yes.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Damn.
And 6 damage.
Yep.
Thank you.
And Keithana has tied him with the rope. What appendage were you trying to tie?
Sort of hog-tied, wrists together, ankles together, all four. Whatever I can access. I'm sure Keithana would have a better idea, being that there is a friendly tiger on top. Tazi
he's-
is not guessing
He's
well.
not. I was gonna say he's not on his back or stomach.
No, he's
with
on his
all-
front.
Yeah, I was gonna say with everything able. You can't tie it around the tiger unless you tie up the tiger.
No, but the tiger is big. She can go underneath the tiger.
I mean, in 6
I used to
seconds.
get underneath
Choosing-
Roma all the time.
Any two appendages that I can and tying them together.
Tie his ankles together.
I'd say
Seems in
he's
keeping with
facing
the rest of
away,
the conversation
so,
today.
yeah.
Sure. Tie his ankles together for the lulls.
Are you still holding onto the rope, or is that
Yes.
just a tie? Okay. I'm asking
I've
because this is important.
Yes, I've tied, but I don't trust him.
Oh no.
Yeah, where am I
Not about to
going?
get
Let's
dragged
go.
along as this thing turns
Yep.
into a car. Meow.
And it
Okay,
is
but
Quinn's turn.
meow.
This is not something that Quinn is good at. But he's going to try it anyway. So Quinn is going to roll around the other side of the chief just to box him in some more. I'll just throw him there for the time being. And then he'll loudly whistle to gain everyone's attention and just say, "Hey, why don't we all go to the guardhouse and let's get this sorted, because we're pretty sure we don't have the real chief here." And just to see what the other guards do with that. Do you want me to roll?
Do persuasion.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
Attempts to persuade, doesn't want to use persuasion.
Look, it could be worse. It could be worse. I have a +0, so that's 15.
Yeah, they're like, makes sense. If everybody's willing to go.
And if they seem to accede to that demand, I will just start. I will be prepared to pick up the chief and hold him effectively in a grapple and drag him to the guardhouse.
I'm gonna go get.
You're muted, Red.
He's currently restrained with rope and has a tiger on top of him.
I know, that's why I said I'm prepared. I'm not trying to, I am prepared to.
I'm gonna hand off the rope to you, and I'm gonna go back and get Jax.
Mm-hmm.
You need to do that sound.
How large is Jax?
He's a satyr, so kind of a small, medium size.
Can I wake him? Does he wake when I attempt?
Let's I guess, because the chief is still in combat, because you're not convincing the chief. But the others are just like, I mean, if you'll go peacefully, like, there's no reason for us to continue fighting. So I guess the question is, do you unrestrain the chief to show that you're willing to go peacefully?
No, I wouldn't be. I would wait.
No,
for the
because you
guards
said
to come up.
Your argument was this isn't the chief, so there's no reason for you with that persuasion roll to try and do anything with this guy.
If anything, like if they were to walk up to us and ask us to remove the restraints, I would indicate that I'm okay with that, provided that we surround the chief and walk him to the guardhouse. Like that would be what I'd be laying down. The only way this is going to happen. I don't want him going anywhere.
Yeah, because the optics on this are, their boss told them that you attacked this guy and that they were to get them, and then now you're telling them, let's go. This isn't the real chief, so it's a confusing situation that
I'd be making it very clear that we watched this humanoid shapeshift and we have no trust in what this is. We're willing to go along with them. We're willing to go along to see the chief. But we don't want whoever this person is out of our sight.
Okay. So let's see. We will do.
Has anything happened with Grentek?
No, not yet. Because it has been 12 seconds. So he's a big guy. He doesn't move fast. He builds stuff. He relaxes in his HQ. So, but we will. I guess this is a confusing one because the chief isn't just going to stop combat.
I
Oh,
have an
wait a minute.
idea. I have an idea as what I would do with my action to show.
Can I?
Yeah, to show that I am like cooperating. I'll be like, I have a healing potion. I'm happy to help out here, and I would grab out one of Merlin's purple potions in front of the group and look at them very meaningfully. Because
Tazzy doesn't remember what these do that isn't healing. Can someone remind Tazzy?
They're random.
they can
Okay.
but they also tend to remove effects.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, they do.
Like that is where I'm like that is where these eyes are going with the group. It's like
I mean, you
This
could just
could-
lean in
Katana's
and
pretty-
feed it to him.
Kathana's pretty smart. She would probably pick up on those signals. Tazzy missed it.
So the chief is facing away from them. So you could technically try to give it to him.
sure, I'll force feed him a potion. What do you want me to roll? Dexterity?
For sleight of hand, whichever you have better of.
Same.
Yeah, didn't know if you had a. let's see.
That's a 12.
Ah,
Roll with advantage since he's.
oh, he's restrained.
Very.
Extremely
Oh, my
restrained.
fucking god.
Oh, well, that wasn't any better, was it?
Redeemer throws Quinn a battery.
You
Can I-
you
Can I cast guidance? Can I cast guidance? Yes, I can. Can I cast guidance?
I was gonna
Not
say,
after.
I think you can before he rolls, or no? I think they will let you redo if you see
No.
them
It
fail.
can roll the
Guidance-
die before or after
Right.
making the ability check.
But you've got to cast the spell before making the ability check. Also, it has to be on your turn,
Yeah,
And
that's
you
what
have
you
to-
and
said.
it's an action.
You also have to touch them. So
Okay, never mind. It's a good thought.
like
I mean, it's a
different
great
reasons why you
thought.
can't.
Guidance is amazing, but
Yeah.
We're pretty close. I was like, that wasn't good. I can give you a die. You said about the battery pack, and I was like, I have a mini battery pack.
Oh yeah,
That's
sorry.
a boost. I can help you out. Never mind. Okay. Carry on. Horse feeding. Or not.
So I don't manage to do it gracefully, but do I still manage to feed it down his throat?
you get some of it, and then the rest of it's just like all over his clothes.
Okay.
Because
Clothes. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate.
and as that I guess goes into the chief, you start feeling it radiating heat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
oh no, is he made of gelatin?
But now I'm wondering how that would work with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
Alright,
Cool.
alright.
That is the end of combat. The chief thing is just getting ridiculously hot, but it's no longer trying to escape or attack.
I'm really close to a pun about his hotness, but not there yet. Anyway.
I mean, he's been bound.
That's true. Not gagged
Bounced
yet.
on, bound.
Wait, so does that mean that the Minotaur and the guard have let me go and are not trying to stab me?
Yeah, like
Okay.
Does that mean I can go over to the real Jax and check on him / try to wake him up?
and I don't have a token for Grintak, but Grintak comes out and is like, "What's going on out here?"
The tiger roars.
Grantak, what do you make of this one?
And Tech's just like, what the F is that?
Thank you.
So you would say that this is perhaps not the chief of police? Or head guard?
Oh,
or
because
whatever you call
Grentak
him?
can see them. He can see through illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Um,
everybody know that Grentak can, or is that like a secret thing?
Well, so Grentek just sees exactly what Teras saw, where it's just, I guess, just the outline of, you can't see into it at all. It's just
Right, but is that widely known that Grentak has that ability?
I don't think that they communicate it at the local like community events, but some people do know, I guess.
Would the police
Okay,
know it?
I'm going to ask Grentak, would you be willing to come with us to the police station and provide corroboration that this is an abomination?
Or, you know,
So he-
fucking guards over there.
He approaches it and he just looks at it and he's just like, "What is this?"
Are the guards listening?
No, this beast. I've never seen anything like it. He's just talking about
Oh
Teras.
no.
Fuck's
Oh
sake.
no.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Right, so this tiger huffs at Grentak and then like pushes down and like
That's our friend. She changes shape, but this one is worrying. First it was Jax, and now it's the chief of police. It's shape-shifting, and it seems suspicious.
So he looks at what he assumed was the chief. He basically turns on his scanner, scans it, and it's just like, I've never seen anything like this before. This is completely like, I thought they were advanced. What is this?
interesting.
We don't know.
It's a good question, isn't it?
But it was trying to take off with Jax.
So
What are the
you,
guards doing?
oh, they're just basically standing around. Like anytime there's an
But
event that
now that-
something's happening,
Now that Grentak is
uh,
like, this is not the chief. This is an
yeah,
advanced
they're
automata. What are they
Um,
doing? How is their demeanor to us?
I mean, they're just basically treating everybody as if they're, I guess, suspect, but also not like hostile. So they're just questioning like Max and Redeemer, asking questions like, when did you encounter this? Is this new? Have you ever seen this before? Like that kind of thing. However, I was gonna say Kithana definitely feels it. Quinn is I guess would feel it as well. This chief is getting like, you're standing too close to the fire, hot.
Given that my paws are on its back,
Yeah, sorry, your token was offset, so I just
sorry, the
for some reason
pounce is a
I assumed, yeah. So you're currently being burned slightly.
what do I have? What do I have? What do I have?
Slightly burned.
Mm.
That's what I'm wondering.
You're gonna try chilling touch.
Chill touch is a necrotic spell.
Oh yeah,
Also, I can't cast in wild shape yet.
yeah, that's true.
I can mend it.
Is it broken?
I'm trying to work out what I want to do.
Still got some holy water.
I'm gonna stay here.
I have the cantrip, Word of Radiance. So I'm going to cast that.
Actually,
on-
that's valid. That's valid. I'm like chopping and changing which paw is on its shoulder, but I'm still standing there. I don't want to it hurts, but I don't want to let him go, and I'm stubbornly staying there because that's what Teras would do.
Quinn is going to be backing up just at least 10 feet because we've had 2 automata blow up recently, and quite concerned that that's going to happen right here.
I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on it. It's a cantrip. It happens at will, and it is 2d6 damage.
Why are you damaging it?
I don't trust it. And it's still fighting.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
You said it's not out of combat.
I was gonna say you were out of combat.
Yeah.
You said everyone was out of combat except the chief.
No.
Oh, and then I said the like after Quinn gave him the potion that he just started heating up, and you're out of combat.
Got it. Okay.
So he's not hostile anymore. He's just on the ground, restrained.
I was gonna say
Okay. And that
after that hit.
Well,
Basically,
I'm not
it-
sure
it's like-
Kithana just hit him. Tazzie's trying to understand the situation. Give her a sec.
So if he's not in combat, then when I felt him heating up, I would move. I would still hold on to the rope, but move towards like further away. Not literally the end of the rope. It's 50 feet long, but let's say 10 feet along.
Yeah, the part of the rope that's touching him is starting to smoke.
Fair.
Am I taking damage?
1d4.
Are you rolling or am I?
Well, I've had better rolls, but do you want to roll?
Ooh, my water skin is full of holy
I just
water.
rolled a fucking 4. God damn it.
Oh, I'm gonna look in my snack basket and ask for ice water.
Nice roll.
Ice water is not a snack, Tazzy.
I agree.
Ice cream is, though.
No, Monster would
Ice cream
disagree.
is-
The best treat ever is a block of ice. Ice can vouch for
Okay,
it.
but
Yep.
neither
Not the same
Kithana
ice.
nor Tazzy.
if my kids
It's
ask
a
for a
large
snack and I
dog.
give them ice cubes, they're gonna get mad at me.
Right.
Seriously?
Insane. If
Monster
I
would
ask for a
beg.
snack and you give me ice cubes.
Monster would
Snack.
beg. She
Okay,
would,
but
she would go to the freezer and beg for an ice cube.
I admittedly, when I was a teenager, would regularly chew ice cubes in the summer as like a snack. But I still wouldn't count them as a snack, even though I would use them as a snack.
It's up to you, Ice. Either I
Wait.
Ice cream. Ice creams.
Taz, ice cream.
Can I
Icicles.
finish? That's what I was in the middle of saying. It's up to you, Pi. Either I pull ice water out of my basket, or I would like to start pulling frozen desserts.
Yeah, I was gonna say snack dimension is all full of frozen desserts.
Fabulous. Just like the equivalent of opening the soft serve jet with no cone underneath. but not that.
Oh, we don't want to be smothering him in ice cream. Oh, do
This
we?
is gonna turn real.
It's just
Don't we-
soft serve, like
It's-
coming out of the bottom of the.
Oh.
Yep.
How would we rate this against the cream pies, though?
No, I knew it was coming, man. Like, oh.
Back to it.
It is coming, isn't it?
Oh, for goodness sake.
This is a messy situation.
Oh, no. Why does it keep going?
Anyway, does that
So-
maybe cool him off?
So you are now playing a Def Leppard song, basically pouring this soft serve and other frozen desserts.
I feel like
onto
it's not Def
this-
Leppard. I feel like it's still Panther at this point.
Do I need to Google Def Leppard to like
Yeah,
know what
it-
they sound like?
They do
Are we thinking
four-
Marvin Gaye
four
or is it
century
like?
rock. No, it's.
Oh, that one! I know that
yeah.
song.
Yeah.
All right, nice, perfect. Yes, I am absolutely blasting that.
Like you hear that in the background. Max is playing it.
and so this thing is just absolutely covered in soft serve and other ice cream confectionaries. You
And so is
you
the tiger, I
hear,
guess.
yeah, a little bit. It's no longer hot, but you do hear like a small explosion, but the rest of it doesn't go anywhere. So it's just basically no longer functional in between you two.
Oh.
So we hear like a bit loud electrical pop.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Upon hearing
Capacitor's
the,
blown.
upon
know
hearing the pop,
computer.
Redeemer would run over to find out what's going on.
But just imagine from far away, the rest of the guards are watching you like tie up their boss, and then pour soft serve and other frozen foods
While a
on,
tiger does this on it.
and
This
and then he
flame
just makes
falls
a loud
apart.
like
Pop noise
bang
underneath.
noise, and then doesn't move.
Yeah,
That
Redeemer
is a
would
hell
run
of a scene,
over
actually.
at the pop.
Like-
For
oh,
those
no.
following along at home, we already established that water and magnets don't go near your computer. I'm gonna add soft serve to that list.
Yeah,
Don't.
probably a good idea. Yeah.
I don't computer, but don't smother them in ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Mm,
just
So, for my notes
killed
for
Red.
today, cream pies, ice cream,
cream pies also
Smothered
should not go on.
over
Computers.
chief who went pop. Okay. So we smothered the chief with ice cream and he went pop. Right, okay.
Yes.
All right. That's today's notes. Thanks for that. Right.
Folks, we still have an hour and a half of this. Brent, did you manage to swallow yet? you had literally put in, you had taken a gulp of whatever. I think you
Oh,
Jesus. Oh no.
Seriously, though, I saw them take a drink and then choke over there.
Oh, yep. Yep. It's just the phrasing.
It's never ending, isn't it?
Phrasing.
It's never ending.
Explain to me how I could have phrased that better. Just like, help me out here.
Look, it was
Um,
spit or swallow. I didn't have much choice.
Everyone, welcome.
Pie's so done with
to
us.
Pocket
Look at
Dimension
Pie.
Pie.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Oh no. Wow.
Listen, once every other week, I have to do this because the rest of the time I'm dealing with very small children. I need to be rated like -G the rest of the time.
I'm not going down that path right now.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad you finished that sentence.
So, broken chief thing. Grentak's out there with you guys. Do you move to the guards HQ? What do you guys wanna do?
Redeemer, the first thing Redeemer would be doing would be trying to figure out what the hell, just like if the chief is completely destroyed or not. I assume Grentak would also be interested in doing something similar. So we would start trying to figure out what the hell this thing is.
Yeah, he's like he's not bent down to see it. He's just basically lowered his legs, and is just kind of trying to get a closer look and everything. You can see where he's just kind of moving the large
Soft
amount
serve.
of soft serve out of the way to try to see if there's anything that you can tell. And
Now
and-
that the rope isn't an issue, I'm gonna go check on Jax.
Okay. So basically there's just this mound of soft serve and like I guess popsicles and otter pops and everything else just stacked on top of this thing. As Grentek goes to move it, there's just like I guess, debris. It's not even what you saw before. It looks almost like somebody took, I guess, like ball bearings and
tiger.
flattened them out.
Right.
But they're like impossibly shaped than what you would expect someone to actually like, I guess, like hammer metal or anything.
Right. So this thing, from what we can see, then is essentially disintegrated completely.
Wait.
tell.
Question.
Yep.
Is it like Terminator 2 with the Mercury guy?
Not
T1000?
quite.
Isn't the T1000 Schwarzenegger?
T800.
He's a T800.
Okay.
So it do an investigation check for Demon.
Okay.
and Teras if you want. Well, you're a tiger.
I think at this point I'm going to turn back into Teras.
So you're back to Teras.
Oh no! No, I'm not. I'm gonna use my
Prestidigitation might be useful.
Quinn says.
Hold on, I'm just trying to find.
You're not wrong. Here we are, me and Greg Tag are just like scooping ice cream away.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna wild shape back into Teras. Just shimmer back into Teras. And use the Chronofinder device HUD.
Yep.
To investigate.
So roll investigation, because these are very small particles, but there's a reason.
Is this with so is it investigation or perception, and is it with advantage because of the HUD?
I do investigation with advantage.
So 7 or 9. Fucking fabulous.
Neither of you discern anything specific, but you do see that the particles aren't, I guess, they're not a normal shape that you would see matter made of. They're not like spherical or I guess like a cube or anything like that. They seem very off.
Okay. Redeemer would like to pick some of the pieces up and place them against his forearm to see if they sort of try and meld with his arm or anything like that. See whether he can kind of, not absorb them is the wrong word, you know, kind of like how Redeemer can take armor and make it a part of him.
Right.
It would kind of try to do something like that, but just to get an inkling of what it might do. And if it does nothing, if it just falls off, whatever.
So as you put it on, it looks like it starts to go into your I guess armor. But what it actually does is it just starts basically burning the shape that they are into your arm.
Okay.
And they're just like, you're basically missing those chunks for how small the pieces are.
Okay. Do I take any damage for that?
Just 1 damage.
Okay. There you go. Oh, just for clarity, by the way, I had 6 lay on hands from my lay on hands pool ready, so I used that at the end of the previous, once the combat ended, as I was just over there. So just wanted everybody to be aware. But I healed myself a little bit from when I got gored, but I did take 1 damage now.
Are you like General Grievous, where you have 2 and 2? No. But yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Grintak's just pulling out like a containment canister, and he's just, I guess, taking the entire amount of goop, even with the soft serve, and he's just putting in there after seeing what happened to you, because he's not taking his chances.
Prestidigitation to get rid of the ice cream and the snacks. I'm just gonna.
A lot of ice cream.
I have a lot of time on my hands right now. I am
concentrate just on the containment vessel.
working on the area that he is working. So I'm aiming for that area, and I'm just going to keep casting until it's all clean. But given that she learned this spell because of the sewers, I figure she's got this.
Yeah. So yeah, you're cleaning it up, and so it's just the bits of, I guess, the remnants of this thing inside the canister.
And I want to be clear, when I'm prestidigitating, I am not cleaning it. I am only removing the snacks. Like, I'm specifically cleaning the snacks away, nothing else.
Kathana might not be listening to this phrasing, but she's like quietly offended in her soul at the idea of removing snacks. She doesn't know why, she just feels a pang of what?
Okay. So Grintek's just like, I'll have to get this, I guess scanned and analyzed.
In this time, because I'm assuming that Grintek would have sent Timbrin back to the guardhouse, has his dad or is his grandfather ended up coming out by this point? Because I'm assuming Grintek would have taken some time looking at this before doing anything with it.
You underestimate how much Timbrin doesn't care about his dad. He did not go to the guards HQ.
Damn, I was hoping Grintek might have a bit of sway with him, but that's fair enough.
So the rest of the guards have seen what's happened. One has started to make their way to the guards HQ. The remainder have started to go back to their patrols. And Kathana woke up Jax, and Jax is just like super confused on what's going on.
Valid. I'm torn between like telling him everything that happened and not telling him so we can get a valid statement and so we can't be seen to have been influencing him or whatever. Just in case.
Sorry about that.
I'll tell him that I will explain later, but first, I need him to explain what happened to the guards. Should we go down to the guard headquarters for that?
You guys.
What?
He needs to explain what he saw, what happened, to some version of authority so a statement can be taken. And I don't want to have told him what we saw before that so that they can't say, oh, we fed him lines or whatever, and it can clear us. I want the equivalent of a clean statement.
I guess yell for the guards to come over that are already here.
Weren't they all interns? Or were some of them interns,
One
but
was
not all of
just-
them?
Just one of them was
Just one. Okay. So I'm going to call for a not intern guard to come over and tell them to ask Jax what happened.
It's like, so tell me what happened. And Jax is just like, it was like looking in a mirror. And then I felt a sharp pain, and then I don't know. I woke up here.
Who or what did you see before that? Before you were looking in a mirror, what happened?
I turned around and he was there, and then here I am with you. Where is he? Did you catch him?
I bite my lip and look to the guard.
Seductively.
No.
Laurel's just
What
like,
is this game today?
Laurel's just like, I just kind of looks over at Kithana. Is just like, I don't think we're getting anything from him.
Jax, did you see us in the 10 or 15 minutes before this? And I gesture to my compatriots.
I mean, I saw you guys earlier when you came in, and you saw the automatons and everything, but not 10 minutes ago.
I look at Laurel. Are we good?
I guess. And she just kind of like turns around and.
Why does the Minotaur have a voice like that?
Seductive Minotaur.
It's because of the last one.
It's just a mess with
Look,
Teras.
Teras has a type. Apparently.
Not your.
She didn't
Minotaur,
it's that moment.
Minotaur.
Hi! Oh my god.
Cast pun. God.
Oh man.
Okay, so
yeah.
Brentek's making his way back to the Gedge HQ to, I guess, analyze the sample that he got. And then the remainder of the guards have gone back to their patrols, except for the one that went to the guards HQ, except for Fanwin, who is standing around looking confused on what he's actually supposed to do.
Is that the intern?
That's the intern.
It's like his first week.
Nervous half elf.
Poor baby. We know that management at the police station is not that good, so
Exactly.
poor thing.
I start filling Jax in on what we saw. That we came out, we saw him being dragged, we came over to try and stop it, and the twin dragging him shapeshifted into the chief and started calling for help and running. And that leads us to here.
He looks like you just like explained like high level like math, and he's like, I can't do that.
Oh, we know. That's why we saved you. I avoided saying that's why we blew the other guy up. I don't know if you caught that. That was Tazzy being like, let's rephrase.
Did we blow the other guy up though?
I mean,
We didn't blow them up.
I mean,
They blew themselves up.
No.
They blew
We sure
themselves
didn't.
up.
I'm not
We
sure
sure
about
didn't
that.
help.
I mean, Quinn poured freaking Merlin's mixture down his neck. So, did we not blow him
And
up?
there was some
That's true.
Then there was
that's
some
true.
ice cream and some like percussive maintenance going on with the cat tiger situation.
I mean, I growled down the back of its neck, so...
What were you trying to achieve with that?
I don't know, but it overheated and exploded, so...
So I'm not saying
Apparently that
we
was
blew
very
him
hot.
up, but I'm not saying we had nothing to do with the fact that he is now exploded as opposed to running.
Right.
It's supposed
I
to be
think
an
we were
earth-shattering
perhaps-
kaboom!
We were perhaps instrumental in that transition.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You heard
so
it, folks. If it's something that's about to explode, cover it in soft serve. You're good. Easy peasy.
it did not kaboom. It sort of crackled quietly instead.
Just went pop.
So actually, if your computer is on the verge of explosion and you don't have a fire extinguisher handy,
Just take it outside.
Oh man.
I mean, I know about putting hard drives on top of bags of peas, but that's different.
putting one more time?
Doesn't matter.
What is
I'm
hard
not
drive?
telling you, Tazzy. Hard drive. A hard drive.
Oh. Okay. The problem isn't necessarily that I don't understand always. The problem is often that I can't hear.
No, the reason I wasn't going to repeat it is I didn't want you to do it.
I don't have frozen peas. I don't have room in my freezer for peas.
Did you say Grentak went back to their workshop?
Yes.
I feel like Redeemer would attempt to go with,
because this is very interesting to Redeemer.
Yeah.
Kind of would just leave the rest of the people get on with whatever they were doing and not really say anything. So you may have noticed Redeemer wander off to the Gadgeteer HQ as well.
As you're passing, like Max just follows you.
Yeah, I with that as well, Redeemer would pat Max on the shoulder and say, "Thanks very much for the help there."
I just want to go on the record that I adore the bromance between Max and Redeemer.
It is a good one.
Together forever.
I mean, literally, I don't think either of them will perish due to time. So
nope, both immortal. Right, that's all I can say because I feel like there's other things going on for a minute other than us following into.
I feel like Teras would probably go with Redeemer.
I would be following, provided that Keithana is not lingering too long, or if Jax is ending up coming with us. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't like the idea of splitting the party.
Are you
I feel
sure?
like Jax would just go back into his inn, where he feels safer.
Safest, yeah. That's
Fair.
what I'd be hoping for.
It was safest until he got clocked by himself.
Would the police perhaps escort him?
I mean, he's like right
What,
outside.
from the doorway
Assigned
to
detective
this building?
duty? Well, you know what I mean. Like somebody would go with him, perhaps. Assigned protective duty kind of thing. You know, the dude was
Bodyguard
attacked
situation.
in their home.
Something tells me the guards here don't really know what to do in this sort of situation because they rarely have problems in this town. That's like the fact that they've just dispersed after something blew up is just
Yeah, right.
it's
They're
tr-
like, it stopped
well,
blowing
yeah.
up. I guess we're fine.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say 3 of them went back to what they were doing. One went to go report what happened.
And
And-
meanwhile, Grentak makes off with the evidence.
I mean, he's basically who they go to for their CSI. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
He's
that
Ducky.
Makes sense, yeah.
oh, Ducky.
He is Ducky. Okay. Yeah, into Grentak's shop. Let's go.
okay. So now you are in Printex Gadgeteer HQ. You see Timburn. He's just working on new parts for Chip, and then Grintak himself is looking at his, I guess, console with all the scanning with the spectrometer and anything else he can possibly use to analyze it. And there's like science noises.
Science noises.
Science noises.
Science noises. Redeemer would just be watching whatever Grentak does with curiosity because, it seems while that Redeemer is pretty advanced, Grentak is clearly more technical, and has a bit more technical knowledge than Redeemer does. So. Redeemer definitely be there, watching over his shoulder.
Sorry. How far
sorry.
into the building does Grentak go to do his analysis? Like, how far away from the doorway?
It's pretty much just like you walk in and then like straight ahead there's like a couple desks, and then like slightly to the right there's a bunch of interface modules and things
Yeah.
that are
Okay.
just kind of that.
The reason I'm asking is Quinn is now, like, there's been a few incidents in the space of like just a few hours, and it's all been in the same sort of area. He's probably going to be lingering close to the front of the shop and just keep an eye out. Not actively. He wants to keep an ear on what's going on inside, and he'll be tracking the conversation, but he's also just going to be keeping a wary eye of what's going on the street, out in the town, things like that.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah. Given that we keep coming across all these automatons, and given that Grantak is clearly accepted here, do we feel there's a necessity for me to keep up this gestures? Jeez, my words. Gestures to himself. Do I need to look like Lancelot anymore?
That's a good point.
Quinn would only raise his eye and sort of say, well, do we want to suddenly start appearing with a new person next to us with the guards, and is that going to make us a bit more suspicious from where we currently stand? Because they already know that we have one of our group that can actively change into animals that they've never seen before, apparently.
Look, I panicked. He was running away. It worked. I got him down.
I'm not saying it was a bad thing to do. Not at all. I'm just saying, thinking about the broader picture, what's the assumption going to be made if one of our party suddenly turns into something else?
Very true.
It's also a thing of Grantak has established himself as someone that's trustworthy, and you're new, and the automata are doing weird things. Do you really want to be a new automata when the automata are doing weird things, or do you want to just be Arthur for a bit? Grantak knows what you are. That's what matters.
Max chimes in. He's like, "Are you guys talking about me? Like, I don't think I'm gonna change anytime soon. I know we're gonna try to change you back to a human, but I mean,
Max,
we can wait."
No, Max, we meant myself. Apologies,
Max, we love you the way you are, man. Like, as much as we want to help, we wouldn't change you for the world.
The issue for me, Max, is I don't know if you recall in the little brawl we had back there, I was impaled by a horn, which has left a little bit of damage, it'll repair itself shortly. But the fact is that hopefully that Minotaur was not very observant, because I did not bleed as a human would. A horn going into Lancelot would have resulted in a fair bit of blood. And there was nothing. We can only hope that they were just a little lacking in the observation department. So my concern ultimately is how long can we keep up the facade of me actually being a human?
I mean, I like you how you are, so I mean, I don't think you gotta look like a guy.
Thank you, Max. I appreciate that very much. Grantak, do you have any thoughts on this? Do you think that it would be a problem if I was to walk around looking like myself rather than either an automaton or as this? Because you can clearly see through it.
He just kind of looks at you, and you see one of the like metal eyebrows raised, and he's like, "Oh, like a slimmer model of what?" I mean, I think everybody would be fine with that.
Well, ultimately...
Oh, so he doesn't see Lancelot, does he?
He can see both.
Can. Okay.
He saw Lancelot originally, right? But then was able to see through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, everyone, ultimately, the last thing I want to do is endanger anybody else. I'm not too worried about any danger that could come my own way. I will deal with any threats as necessary. But if you genuinely worry that it would potentially cause problems for yourselves, then I will keep up the facade.
I mean, I think if Grantak thinks it's fine, it's probably fine. Grantak is the person who's gonna know. However, it is an ad break. So, we've got about 30 seconds before the ads are gonna start. So we will continue this story and this conversation when we get back from the break, because Twitch has scheduled ads and we play them once an hour. We take a stretch break and do some self-care. So you guys should also have a bit of a break, grab yourself a drink, take your meds if it's time for meds, sit back. We will be back really soon. Thanks very much for supporting the stream. We are back. We're back. We're back. Thank you very much for sticking around. I'm going to pass us back over to Pi, and we'll find out what's happening.
So you're all in the Gadgeteer HQ. Grintek is running his scans on the mysterious, I guess, residue, but just like fragments from this machine that exploded, and then so that's what you're doing. Did Redeemer remove or turn off the morph?
A
I
muted
think
way.
that was the conversation.
Sorry, I must have knocked the mic. Teras was saying about how I think Teras was saying that we should trust in what Grentak says, and then we went to an ad break. So I think that's where we were at in that whole thing. So unless anybody else has anything to add, Redeemer would, just disable the cloaking device or whatever you want to call it, and just be as they are.
So when you do that, Timbrin, who's across the way working on something, is just like, "Oh wow, you're like way different than you were just a second ago." And then he sees where you were basically like gored, and there's just like, I guess, puncture marks and stuff. He's like, I've got just the thing to clear this up, and he starts to go run to get tools.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Aw.
Maybe-
Bless.
That's
I
fantastic.
don't know. Does Bless work on Redeemer?
I can cast it.
Sorry.
No, it's a good question. Hadn't thought about it.
Yeah, so I guess Redeemer will just stand there and await to be repaired or something. Yeah, so...
I don't know if Kasana has Bless.
You tried to cast it on me earlier.
No, it was guidance.
No, I tried to cast
Oh, it
guidance.
was guidance. That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, you
Guidance
might
is
not
a
have it right
cantrip.
now, but
She wasn't wasting a first level spell.
I mean, you might not have it right now assigned, but you do have it. That
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
willing
okay.
to bet
Clerics
money
clerics
on.
know it. It's just not
Mm.
necessarily prepared.
Yeah.
I just say Bless, like, oh, that's so cute. That was a Tazzyism, not a Kathana blessing thing.
That's fair. So Timbrin comes back into the room. He's basically got what looks to be like a blowtorch and essentially like suction cups and some other miscellaneous tools. And he's like, "We can get to work right here."
Okay. Let's do it then. So Redeemer will just walk over and I guess do whatever they say.
So when he takes what looks like the blowtorch, it's actually it almost seems like very loud sound waves like cause pressure to push, but it's magnetic and it's pulling. So it basically like pulls, I guess, the dents out, and he takes the suction cup to the first like big part and pulls it, and then uses that to get out the rest. You don't feel healed from it. You just feel that it's neater. It's almost like you still have the slight wound underneath. So
Cosmetically, it'll look a bit nicer.
yeah.
You've had your
it's-
panels beaten.
Yeah, like a car door.
Yeah. But the window does
brilliant.
not roll up. So
Well, thank you very much. That looks much better. I appreciate it very much, Timbrin. Where did you learn to do that? Here, with Grentak?
Chip falls a lot.
Oh,
Oh, poor Chip.
And then Grintek turns to him and is like, "Well, if you'd stop messing with his programming."
Ooh.
And he Timbrin just kind of like scoffs and then just goes back to what he was doing, but has like a slight smile on his face.
Grentak, have you made any progress in identifying, what this is? Is it like us? Or is it something different?
So he pulls up, I guess, the screen that is in it, and he shows you it, and it looks almost like DNA, but you can see where the individual like chains of the metallic substance are like, I guess, interlinked. And he's just like, I've never seen anything like this. This is completely new.
That's not comforting.
I would assume that Redeemer's never seen anything like this either. I would assume.
Correct. Yeah. This is new to even you from your technology.
I wonder if this is it. Do the rest of you feel perhaps that this could be related to why we're here?
Yep.
Entirely possible.
Do we think it's related to the threat that we were discussing shortly to coming here? I don't want to say too much. My apologies, Grant.
Yeah.
But
We're here to find something that shouldn't be here. That's been stolen.
yeah. But
And
the
it
person who sent
affects the
us
places that it goes badly.
Here, yeah.
It's like he points to the canister. And he's like, "Is it this?" Because
I take the chronofinder out
think-
and I hover the chronofinder over it, like to see if the chronofinder reacts to the stuff. Though I don't think it's going to because it didn't before. But I'm also going to check it with my HUD.
So it does, I guess, like scan it when you're holding it, just the chronofinder itself. And it basically says like arc rune residual energy found in the, but it's still pointing to the other direction for the actual arc rune core.
Oh well, snap! Did everybody else see that, or is it just Teras that sees it on her display?
Well, so when you hold it out, it's got its own display. When you have it actually
of course.
connected.
It's only connected if it's in my pocket. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna say it out loud. It is caused by it. This is 100% caused by it.
Well, damn.
Okay, here's an interesting thought. I held the last one, and it didn't do anything like this to me. So are we saying that it's done something to something here, or are we saying that it's just messing up things here? Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah, maybe the problem isn't that the core did it to you. Maybe the issue is that the thing that it is did it to you, and the core is just why it went bad.
See, my worry is related to the worry that we had from the person who assigned us this task. If you get my
About
drift.
the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that this is some kind of related hostile associated with that that is trying to prevent us from completing our task. But it could be that I'm completely overthinking it and that it is just unfortunately a side effect from what we're trying to retrieve. Either way, I think we should make haste. I think we're not going to learn much more, unless you think there's more to be learned from this, Grentak.
Sorry, DM talk for a second because I just want to tell you guys. So every arc rune core has a different thing that it's revolved around.
Right.
The first one was information. That's why it relayed information to Redeemer, but it's information to like machines and anything that can analyze like a machine, which is when you put it into Pocket Dimension Pi, it allowed for more information gathering, but also the ability to look up certain information that wasn't available at that time.
Okay.
So this one has
could
a
be having
different
effect.
attribute. So
Yeah.
it's going to affect Redeemer differently when it touches Redeemer. Okay.
Right.
So if we know that they're all going to be different, then the question is going to be, how do we safely get it back without getting injured?
That's if it would even affect us. It could be that.
Well, I mean, it obviously affects you.
Other things.
But will it affect any of the rest of us?
We don't know that the effect on me would be negative.
Well, I mean, it burnt a hole in your arm.
Well, that was the remnants of this construct, whatever it was.
Or it could
That
have
was
been the
remnants
arc
of that, which had
It
exploded.
could have been the
It could have
residue of the core that did the damage. I don't think that's worth testing.
That's fine. I don't need to necessarily carry the new Arc Rune core, or the one we're looking for. In much the same way that last time I was the one holding it. It could be that one of you has to look after it this time. That's not a problem at all. I could still defend you just as easily, but either way, we do need to perhaps move quickly before it causes any more problems, if it is indeed what is causing the problems here. It could be the reason why some of the constructs were not behaving the way that they should be behaving. However, I will just add, we did not notice any of this residue on this construct compared to the previous damaged automatons. So I don't think the two are necessarily related.
Yeah, Grintek kind of chimes in and he's like, "This doesn't appear to be organic in any way. It's again nothing I've ever seen before. It's almost like I don't want to say a living metal, but just the functionality of it is just endless."
What do you mean?
Can
It's not a living metal, but the functionality is endless? The way you say it's not quite a living metal, what do you imply?
And so he pulls up the screen and he zooms in, and as he zooms in, like, you can see the individual pieces are like basically orbiting each other, and they're locking and interconnecting in different ways.
This is making me think of the replicators.
From Stargate?
Mm-hmm.
Stargate? Yeah. Those were a big bad.
Those were a big bad.
DM, I have a question, and it is one that you can refuse to answer. Have we been given any information by Audrio as to whether or not when we are sent somewhere, is it to the time at which the Arc Rune core, or a shorter period of time when the Arc Rune core would have arrived in that location, or is it possible that the Arc Rune core has been in place for quite some time?
So it depends, because the version of Pocket Dimension Pi that you're in each time is different. So the time is different, but also the place is different, because you're not the only ones doing this, and it's probably not the first, or it might not be the last time.
Yeah. That was what I was worried about, because Ice has some theories and some not so great theories. I'm just trying to figure out if Quinn would be putting some things together, so I'm not sure if it's an intelligence thing or a wisdom thing, so I'll sit on that for a little bit longer. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Well, given that while I'm not looking at my notes to see the name. Hold on. Timbrin was able to cosmetically improve me. I do need to be a little careful if we do enter any combat again, purely because I think I've used up all my kind of.
Can you be
repair
traditionally
capability
healed?
for today.
As a mechanics question of the game, can you be normal? Okay. How injured are you? I know you healed yourself a little bit. Like,
Not
how broken?
particularly. I'm functional for maybe 90%. So it was more of an observation that if we go into battle, I will not have any ability to repair myself. Or very limited, I should say. I do have a means of using up my power source in order to heal myself, but I'd rather avoid that if I can. If everybody else is ready to go, we can just go. There's no need to wait.
I mean, I can fix you. I know how.
Well, maybe we could just hold on needing to fix me. If we are going to make extreme haste and we are to leave now, then perhaps you can fix me if I require it.
I mean, if we're gonna sit down and if we're gonna sit down and do a discussion, you think we could always just take an hour with Grentek and just kind of like maybe have a bit of a rest while we consider all of our options?
That was more my question. Was
as I side-eye the DM, can we take a minute, maybe an hour?
Short rest here whilst Grentek is doing his thing.
Yeah.
A wickle short rest.
Can we have a little bit of a short rest?
Yes.
La voila. Wait, I
Now,
clicked the button.
what all are you all doing during a short rest?
So basically, I'm trying to learn more from Grentek about what his theories are. And I'm just kind of trying to work out the link between the fact that the Dragancaor has left this residue. I want to know what it is. Like, I want to know, because the other two that we found that were blown up did not have a residue on them, because I looked. So that made this one able to change? Maybe that's what it was doing? I don't know.
And the other ones were failed attempts.
He's just like, I mean, the other ones were just, they were just automatons with this organic residue. This is something completely different. This is beyond anything we carry here.
Oh, that's right. The other ones had organic residue. This one has Dragancaor residue. So they've upped the ante.
Dragancaor energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they've upped the ante. This doesn't have organic residue in it, though, does it? So this one was different, and this one had. There's this little thing in the back of Terrace's mind about the fact that it could shape change. And she's trying to figure out how she can find out why. What makes this one different? How does it shape change? Is it similar to the way that she wild shapes? Is it similar to the way that Audrio gave us the ability to cloak? Is it something else? Like, what? So I'm spending my short rest trying to figure that out.
Redeemer will spend the short rest observing Chip and Ned. Was it the two more advanced automatons, if they're there?
Well, Chip is there, Ned's not.
Ah, right, okay. Observing Chip and potentially Timbrin, if Timbrin's working on Chip or not. Just kind of sitting there in kind of sentry mode, just watching and listening, trying to learn or understand what they're doing. That's about it, really.
Quinn will just be staying by the door, keeping an eye on the street, considering everything that's going on, processing. Probably has his notebook out at some point just to make a few notes.
Ooh, we have a command for that. That notebook.
Notebook.
I don't know what Kathana is doing. Vibing, knitting. Something idle but useful, checking over her pack.
Max is he's writing in a small book, just like, I guess, new lyrics to different things and stuff. Just trying to hone his art.
Get a power chord out of him here every now and then. We all look at him like, where's the next frog coming from?
Just like
Some
nervous
massive
about
frog
it.
appears in the place.
So are you guys done? Ready to move?
Can we short rest button?
What's that?
Can we press the short rest bit? Can we press the short rest button?
Oh, I already
Hit
did that.
points.
My bad.
And do the thingy. I don't know.
I got a 6 hit point boost.
Yeah, weirdly, nothing hit me.
I mean, I got
That was
hurt,
really-
but I absorbed it as a tiger, and I got all my hit points back when I wild shape back to Teras.
I think it was only Redeemer that was actually in a proper fight there.
I mean, it
'Cause
was
I don't-
pretty
I don't think
gorgeous to
Max got
watch.
hit. Oh no! Oh no!
Why, oh, no? Oh, that kind of oh no.
It's a cringy oh no, yeah. You know.
Thought you clicked
Was-
on something and we're like, no, what happened?
No.
Oh, and I said it was gorgeous.
Oh, what happened?
Got
It was
gored,
a
it
good
was
pun, to be
gorgeous.
fair. It was good.
I thought it was great.
It was good, yeah. But if
So
you
as-
don't, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, as you all are packing up your gear and getting ready to move, you hear just this giant boom right outside, and Quinn sees the hungriest 3-story frog he's ever seen. Like,
Does Quinn?
like
Have we
it's got
named this
sand.
frog yet?
It's got sand on its mouth
That's a
and
good
a little
question.
bit on its tongue, and it just has like the biggest normally its eyes would be like, pupils would be like that big, but it's like huge, just hungry.
So Quinn's
Does Quinn
probably
say
gonna,
something?
Quinn's gonna look up from his notebook and look at this frog, and then just yell back in the shop, "Max, your frog needs feeding, and I don't want to be it."
Max,
Frogs shouldn't eat frogs.
What do frogs eat? What do big
Frogs will
frogs eat?
Anything.
Kathana goes
What
outside
I'm
with the
concerned
basket
about.
and literally just starts pulling out whatever and just chucking it, asking the basket for the most filling froggy delights. Yeah.
Look, you're just
It's
chucking
like a
birds
fly
at it
cake.
at this point.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna say,
just looking for a direct portal from this frog snack dimension into this frog's mouth.
It's like pound cake, but I guess shaped like frogs. It didn't understand the assignment. That's what
That's
you're getting.
fine. That's fine. He said they eat anything. I'm fine.
There's-
Just like-
it's so dense when you throw it, it makes like a thud against the tongue as it's just like inhaling
Oh,
all
wow.
of these.
well, hopefully I'll fill it up.
I keep going. I don't know. Until this frog seems less hungry. I
mean,
have a
it
mission.
It is 3 stories tall. It's going to be a bit.
That's fine.
Can you go on top and just turn it upside down? I think that'd be easier.
Go on top. Go
Does
on.
it have?
Turn it upside down.
What is this?
And it'll
What
be
is this
easier that
game?
way.
Does the frog have stairs? Is there like an efficient way to get up the frog?
I mean, it's got a saddle. So there has to be a way to get up it. I mean,
You
We have to climb.
You-
Didn't we?
you
The
also
saddle is-
you also have rope.
Yeah. Didn't we have to climb last time?
Pretty
Is it
sure
gonna
we did,
eat
yeah.
me? I don't know. How sentient is it? Is it gonna eat me while I'm in the midst of climbing it?
I mean, you're the source of food right now, so I don't think it's going to kill you. It is quite clever. It understands
Don't-
instructions.
like,
Just
and it
don't drop the
feeds
basket.
you.
Just why not just explain
What'd you say?
that-
Hi.
Just don't drop the basket.
You really?
Also,
Um,
just say, stay still. I'm gonna climb on top and feed you. It understands instructions.
Can Can
We spoke to it
someone
before.
clip that? I say as much to the frog.
Wait,
Just-
what? What was dodgy?
All of it.
I'll let the
Oh.
clip speak for itself.
Get your heads out the gutter.
No,
Oh,
Dave.
no.
Oh,
This
no.
entire
no.
game has been in the gutter. So far
No,
down the gutter, it's out
right.
the storm drain and out to sea. Like,
We're the ones. Anyway, I convey as much to the frog and start climbing while holding onto the snack basket, with intent to sit on its head, turn the basket upside down, and just mainline those snacks straight into the
Like
frog.
it's just like a waterfall of pound cake
Yes.
shaped like frogs.
Yes.
So about I'd say 20 minutes goes by, and then it finally like I guess closes its mouth and just kind of like lays down, and there's just pound cake that keeps falling.
I flip the basket back and slide off the frog.
Maybe-
Actually, first, yeah, when I'm on the ground, I'm gonna like create another pile of pound cake for when it wakes up. I'm leaving
Hang
it a
on, hang on.
stash.
Can I get a rate of appearance for the pound cake?
rate of cake.
Yeah, I want a rate of cake.
Later
and I wanna
on,
do the
it's going to be
math.
cake or death.
I
Because
want to do the math on this. Is it like a pound cake a second? Is it a pound cake every 5 seconds? Is it?
multiple cake per second.
I would say it's like one every second, so 60 per minute.
Damn, I'm doing this
Nice.
math. Well, I won't do it right now, but I'm gonna have it done later.
So
Isn't it
20 minutes
1200?
of
20
pound cakes.
minutes.
And are they full pound cakes? Because most recipes
Yeah.
these days are for a half pound of everything.
No, it's full pound.
Full pound of
Full pound.
everything. All right.
Full pound of everything. Yeah.
So it's each cake is about 4 pounds, give or take.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to sit here and just not know what pound
Um,
cake is, and I'll find out later.
It has a
Did
you
pound
say
each.
4? Did you
Yeah,
say 4
'cause a
pounds
pound-
per cake?
Yeah, a pound cake it's called that because it has a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, a pound
Yep.
of flour, a pound of eggs.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Yep. Okay.
that's 4. Give or take some salt and vanilla for flavoring, but
Okay.
It is dense.
yeah, it's yeah. Yeah.
That is
You-
4,800 pounds or 2.2 metric tons.
in a 3-story frog, that sounds like a good meal.
Yep.
And
It's a
you're creating
Very
an
heavy
extra
frog
pile.
right now.
You're creating
Yes,
an
I'm
extra
creating
pile.
extra pile.
Um,
Let's say I'll give it
So
2 minutes for the
was it
extra pile.
2.2 metric ton of cake?
Yeah, I rounded a little bit. It's 2,177 kilos. And I figure with,
Oh,
flavorings
man.
and other things.
yeah.
What I want to know,
You said 4,800 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Kate, could Tonka lift that?
Who or what is Tonka?
Tonka was a character that Kate built that could lift
Got
way
it.
too much. It was amazing.
In the US, Tonka is a type of like toy trucks for
yeah, no,
children.
that's why she's called Tonka.
Oh, nice.
That's why she's called Tonka.
Got it.
I had Tonka trucks as a kid. They're amazing. Fucking best dump truck ever.
You said could a Tonka lift that, and I was like, no. Actually, I think he would crack the plastic immediately.
So Max is walking by the frog. He like rubs on him and then like takes a pound cake, puts it in his bag. Just like, I'll save this for later.
There's always more.
Do we really want to leave this frog here, like in the middle of this town? However, it did come and find us, so it must have some kind of ability to sense our
Also, it's
location.
asleep. What would you like to do about a sleeping 3-story frog that is now 2 metric tons heavier than it was?
I want to introduce it to Grantech. I want to wake it up, introduce it to Grantech, and say friend, and then say guard.
It's asleep.
Oh. Yeah, it went to
A
sleep.
food coma.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
It
very
has
full,
the
you see.
itis.
Out of curiosity, How big is Grantek's building?
Um,
2 stories.
I
Not as big as the
Is
front.
it three?
I
Is it 3 stories or?
no, it's a single story. They're like both buildings are single story.
Okay, so I was just thinking, this frog essentially looks like a skyscraper to these people.
Yeah, like there's definitely a shadow over one of them from this.
Yeah, so
this frog.
this was my concern. Like like this frog is rather large.
Yeah.
Like we left it outside the city walls, and I was under the impression that it was probably as tall as the city walls at the time. So that was my guess.
So the city, I guess the walls are probably about the same height as the frog.
Right. That was my guess.
There are some buildings that are taller. It's just the Gadgeteer HQ is just kind of like a hobby / sciencey kind of thing. And the Sleepy Seaweed Restaurant Inn started as just like a restaurant, and then Jax was just like, I could do more, and so it's like somebody took like a couple of the walk-ins and turned them into rooms. So
Crazy.
You know what's worse though? We have no idea if this frog comes with us when we leave this place.
Yeah.
Like when we go back to Pocket Dimension Pie, we
It
could
might
Like I
just
said, we're
leave.
taking it, and I know how. It's fine.
Oh, good, excellent.
It's fine.
Because I was just thinking
So-
about the craziness that could unfold if we left it here.
If we just leave it, oh no.
Yeah.
Lol.
I guess who's the closest to outside, or well, I guess everybody's outside, but who's the closest to Gadgeteer HQ?
Oh, well, I
probably
went to
haven't
get
left the
Grentek.
doorway. Oh,
So
yeah, that's true.
probably
You would have
me.
gone inside.
I went to go and get Grentek.
So, I do a perception check for me, because it would have been a quick view.
Some more stuff blowing up.
15.
I have a concern
Um,
that I was
so-
going to voice.
I was gonna say, so you see, Vanwin just like in the on the corner of the Gadgeteer HQ, just like flipping out, like he is not coping well with this giant frog.
Who
who's
is Spanwin?
The intern.
the
Oh,
intern
okay.
guy.
In that
intern.
case,
Yeah.
I'm going to detour. I'm not going to go in for Grentek. I'm going to go to Fenwin. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to put my hands in my pockets and I'm going to go. You were one of the guards from earlier, right?
I'm an intern. I it's just a job. I don't want to do it, but. And he just kind of like looks down at the ground.
You don't want to do it? Why not?
He just kind of like stammers, and he's like, I really wanted to do the seaweed farming this season, but I can't swim.
Oh, buddy.
Is that
Poor
because
guy.
you can't have, like, you've never figured it out or you've not had lessons?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you want to meet him?
I just saw him. He ate a ton of other frogs.
No, 2 tons of cake. Do you want some cake? I've got some cake. We can have some cake. And I just reach my hand out and I like put my hand out to take his hand, but it's an offer. I haven't grabbed him. I've put my hand out like an obvious, hey.
He reaches out. He like grabs Teras' hand. It is the clammiest hand you've ever touched.
Oh,
She
poor
doesn't care.
baby.
And she's going to take him over to the frog and she's going to approach the frog really like gently and slowly. And she's going to be like, what's your name? To the dude.
I'm Fanwin.
Fanwin, I'm Teras. This is Keithana. Keithana
Hi,
has
Wade.
snacks. Hey, Keithana, do you have some spare cake?
Oh, I have so much cake. I reach in for some cake for him.
It's another one of the frog pound cakes.
Oh,
So
no.
it's
Perfect.
just
Good.
shaped. It's just shaped like a frog. it's not actually only for frogs, and it's not gonna taste like frogs. It's gonna taste like cake. But it's not death. It's just cake. And then
The message got mixed up. I was asking for frog snacks.
He's just
So
like
then
he's
gonna lead him
he's
over.
like holding out his hands like he doesn't know who's trying to give him cake, and he's just like
Keithana is giving him cake.
He takes it.
Is Max nearby?
He's just like tears off a piece. Like it's a almost photorealistic frog cake that's pound
Wow.
cake. So he's just like he looks really like.
So it's like a
I'm not so
YouTube
sure
baker
about this.
has done a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Where is Max? Is he out here with us?
Yeah, he's right next to the frog.
Hey Max, do you remember what the frog's name is?
Oh yeah, it's Alistair.
Alistair?
Yeah.
That's right.
So
I forgot.
I'm gonna introduce Fenwin to Alistair. Fenwin, this is Alistair. Alistair, this is Fenwin. Fenwin is nice, and we're gonna look after Fenwin. And I
he looks
take
up at
the
this thing
hand.
that is literally the biggest thing he's ever seen, like living, and he's just like,
Hi.
And so the hand that I'm holding of Fenwin's, I am going to place just here on the frog. Like when you're patting a horse, like just like that on the frog. This is Alistair, this is Fenwin.
And Alistair just kind of opens one eye and like looks and then closes it and just goes back to, I guess, vibing in his food coma.
Amazing.
Okay, so Fenwin, I'm gonna leave you with Keithana for a second, and I'm gonna go and get Gransek. You gonna be okay?
He's like, yeah, I think so. Just like eating the cake.
Brilliant. I'm gonna go get Grantek, and I'm essentially gonna do the same
Redeemo.
thing, but like less personable. Less I'm dealing with a small child, and more, hey, come meet our big fucking frog.
While you're doing that, Redeemer will come with you
Fucking frog.
and will.
I mean, you
What?
climbed on top.
It's
The
true.
ground did get
I'm just wondering what a fucking frog is.
Any frog. So when we go in to get Grantak, Redeemer will just say to Grantak, that container there, how safe is that container that you have those pieces in? My concern is that what we're here for has affected something hereabouts, and has caused it to go kind of a bit dangerous, like that one. And so the last thing I want is for those parts to potentially contaminate, say, Chip here or any other automatons that you're working on. As you can see, it caused me a little bit of damage. Or, well, you actually probably didn't see. But I will explain that earlier it caused myself
You
some
like show
damage
me your
when I
arm?
put it next to my arm. Well, it's no good now. It will have been repaired now. But actually, Grentak was there, wasn't he, when I did that? So, because that's what prompted him to put it in a container. So I want to make sure that Grentak
Timbrin didn't fix your arm.
No, that's
No.
right. But I did when I
No,
rested.
the short rested.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, I guess the point of me coming back to speak to Grentak was to confirm that he is confident that his container is secure enough that it couldn't contaminate anything else.
He looks at you and he goes, "It's never 100%, but this uses a phase crystal antechamber to hold anything and everything that goes in it. There hasn't been anything that has come out without the actual intent of it being opened."
Okay. How much did we leave behind at the scene? Or did you collect it all?
So he looks at you and he just kind of looks confused at your question. He's like, "I only got a container."
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? We need to go and get the rest.
So do you want to investigate the rest?
We need to go and get the rest. Is Redeemer's thought is that do you have another
Yeah.
container or multiple containers big enough to hold enough?
So he turns and he's like, Tambrin, grab the cart. And there's like basically what looks like a pallet jack that I guess is slightly, I guess, elevated off the ground, just with tons of these containers.
Okay. Perhaps Timbran, yeah, can give me a hand while Teras, because Teras wanted you to speak to you. So perhaps you can speak with Teras, and me and Timbran can go and deal with the rest of the contaminated material and pop it in these containers.
All I want right now is for you, an automaton, visibly, to say the phrase, give me a hand, and for an automaton builder to just pull a hand out of like a spare arm off a shelf and be like,
I'm not an automaton. Just
no,
want
but
to clarify.
Yes.
And I also
Keithana knows that.
don't look like an automaton because I disabled the
There's
thing.
this little part of me that's like, is this like I'm not American, I'm Canadian, or is this like
This is like the
just
equivalent
really wants
of...
Tazzy just really wants someone to literally give you a hand.
No, nobody's gonna give me
That's
a hand.
all.
No. Let's go with the cart. No hand for you. Denied.
I am
Okay,
literally just gonna take Grentek outside to introduce him to Alistair. That's it. I'm just gonna introduce him
So-
to Alistair.
So you're walking out. Grintek, kind of like hobbles his way like out, and it's a whistle, but you can tell that it's not pursed lips making the whistle. It's like coming from a speaker inside Grintek, and he's just like, "That is a big frog."
Yeah, this is Alistair. Alistair, this
Like
is
that.
Grentek. This is Grentek's home, and you're gonna look after Grentek and not hurt. No hurting.
Alistair just kind of does this thing where he like opens the eyes, does like the tongue like lick around the edge, and then like closes one eye and then the other, just as like an acknowledgement, like okay, and then goes back to sleep.
I'm gonna scritch his nose. That's gonna be my thing. And then as I think about it, I am gonna take the chronofinder out, and I'm gonna rest it against Alistair's like shoulder while he's lying down, or elbow, or whatever, and instruct the chronofinder to attune, so that when we leave, we don't leave him behind. And also so that when we take him with us, he doesn't get immolated.
Yeah. So it just makes like a do, and then makes like, I guess, a bunch more of that, and then it just goes ding.
Thanks, Alistair.
Is Alistair gonna fit in Audrio's space when we
Mm.
get there?
Absolutely. That place is huge. There's going to be a spot in there somewhere for him. It's fine.
Okay.
Teleport.
Teras is completely
Alistair's
sure of it,
partly in the wall.
but like internally, she's got no fucking idea. She's just like, of course it'll work. It's fine. It's all bluster. But yeah, so where's Max?
Max is still just right next to Alistair. He's just
Hey
like,
Max, same thing. Give me a hand.
he just like reaches out, and he's got
And I like
remnants
with the
of cake on his hands.
Taking up the flipping chronofinder, just getting.
She's
cake
just gonna
everywhere.
dust the cake off first, and then she's gonna put the. You know what? No, she's not. She's gonna cast prestidigitation on his hand and remove the cake. But she's gonna place the chronofinder in between their hands, and she's gonna we're gonna attune you to this thing so that you don't get hurt on the way through. Because it was nearly really bad last time because we weren't ready, and this time I want to make sure that we're ready just in case for anything.
The same thing, just do, and then ding.
Cool.
Interesting.
Awesome. Okay, thank you. And hopefully this means that in the event that we come into contact with the Dragancaor, if something happens and we suddenly get yeeted back into Pocket Dimension Pi, this way, you don't get hurt on the way through. And hopefully that means that your instruments will come through without being destroyed as well. Because I think that's what happened last time.
He thinks about it and he's just like,
I mean, sounds good to me. I don't want to lose my new stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I'm going to look at the chronofinder and say, where are we going?
and it's basically pointing in the direction that it was previously. Grintech said that was basically the direction. Like, if you went out of the city, you would get to the mines.
Does anybody want to do anything before we head to the mines? And I'm asking this question because we have 9
Redeemer's
minutes.
doing cleanup. I think Redeemer's doing cleanup with Timberin and possibly Grintech. If the stuff is still there, actually, that's a good question, because it's been an hour, and I think the cleanup bots went through and took care of the other ones last time, so that might end up being its own thing.
I never thought about the cleanup bots, I'll be honest.
I didn't think it was cleanup bots. I thought for some reason that they like disintegrated on their own.
No,
they bots then cleaned up after them.
They have automatons that basically go throughout the entire city and clean and everything. That's what they did before, whenever the other ones exploded, and they cleaned up the mess.
I was about to say something like, I wish I had one of those for my apartment, and then I realized that's just a Roomba.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I kind of also assumed that maybe the police force would be guarding it as like a crime scene, but perhaps not.
No, they dispersed immediately.
And they didn't care last time with the blow-ups either.
No, that's true. So, was there any remnants, or was it gone?
So there's basically sticky residue, and then you see where some of it has basically eaten into the bridge, and then there's still some left, but it's only enough for, like, I guess 2 of the containers.
Right. Okay.
Caustic sticky residue.
Until Tazzy pulled a face.
I was like, what did I say?
Sticky residue.
Well, we'll clean up what we can for the stuff that's melted into the stone.
Soft serve.
Oh,
We sure serve it softly here.
No.
Anyway.
So, Grintech, do you have any possible solutions to what we can do about the bits that have dissolved into the stone, the bridge? It's not stone, is it? It's made of something else, isn't it?
He just kind of looks at you and he goes, we've got a construction company. I guess they could help with it. That's not really my...
Yeah, okay, no problem. I'm a little concerned about where the rest of it has gone. I guess there's not a lot we can do about it. Any ideas?
I mean, I can try to find a way to track it, but it seems like you guys have the better item to track these.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to track these little contaminated pieces. Okay. Well, perhaps it's not. Perhaps it'll just. I don't know. I feel like it's going to cause more harm, but perhaps it's too difficult of a task for us right now. I'm a little unsure as to how to proceed here. I feel like our attention is being drawn in multiple different directions, but that we need to stay focused on our task, and maybe just by staying focused on our task, we can prevent any further damage.
That'd be nice.
Let's focus on our main task, and then let's try not to cause any further damage.
Try being the operative word.
Grintech, we do have the communication devices. If you do figure anything out, perhaps you can get in touch.
He pulls out his communicator and he's like, got you on speed dial.
Does he actually say speed dial?
Yeah.
I love this.
Beautiful.
I love this. This
That's
is my
fantastic.
favorite thing to do on a Saturday.
Okay. Well, Teras, would you like to lead the way? I believe you have the direction.
I believe that this is probably a really good spot to end stream for the day, because it's about to be 1 p.m. for no, it's about to be midday for Pi, which is about when Pi has to go. So this is where we end the night. We're gonna have to find out next time. Next
The
time.
next episode.
Next episode of Pocket Dimension Pi. Dun dun.
Pocket Dimension Pie. You know, you could have said it in the Dragon Ball Z voice.
Do it again,
No.
please.
Next time. Next time on Pocket Dimension Pie.
There we go.
Where you do it too?
What? No. You made me conscientious now. That's it. I can't. Cannot.
Next time on Pocket Dimension Pi.
Okay. Okay. But on that note, it is that time of night where we have to head off on account of people have to go and be parents. So I'm gonna
Asleep.
go see. Yeah, Tazzy needs to go to bed. I have work
2 a.m.
yet finished that I haven't done. And yes, so we should go and see who's live, where we can go. I have
You can
two
go-
folks who are in D&D in my list.
I can go
Or-
trepidously unmute the Clips channel.
Trepidatiously. I need to. There is an event on at the moment, which I think I might actually just have a quick look to see if it's got anyone in it, because I know it's not technically. Alright. So, this month is Fabulous Marines, and I'm part of the Fabulous Marines team for doing Warhammer miniature painting, queer as fuck. And there are a couple of people who are in the stream team who are currently live. So, how about instead of going to one of our normal D&D players, we're going to go over and check out some mini painting. I'm just going to see who is.
Oh God, Troy. I mean, thank you, bless you, and I look forward to them popping up on breaks. 52. Okay.
Thank you very much for today.
Everybody is apparently
Bye.
in ads. So,
Do you know what? The
Yeah.
fact that there are so many clips of me now that I can no longer actually watch them, like sit there and go through them all, it's a lot better. If they all existed when I was able to sit there and go through them all, I would have.
Oh wait, so you can't even watch the clip.
No, she can't watch them.
Oh
Can't
no,
watch
I
them,
can't take
make
clips.
them.
I can't
watch
watch
VODs.
I can't watch VODs. Nothing. The only thing I can do is watch an actual stream when it's happening. If I click on somebody's profile, you know how usually it'll be like, these are videos they've done in the past. Empty.
Wow. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was that restrictive. Holy moly.
I have no access to anything that isn't currently happening. I only have... Yeah, I have no access to things that happened.
Not even YouTube's.
YouTube I can. YouTube is
Oh.
totally different. It's a different platform. But on Twitch, I can't
Twitch
access
is
the past
Twitch is
tense.
geo-blocked.
It's
But
ADHD
that means that
time.
you
There is
can
a
watch
now.
Pocket Dimension Pi on YouTube, because we have a YouTube channel. Does somebody want to
Yeah,
do
we
the
do.
D&D command, or you can do my socials command, either way. But if you do the D&D command, it will show you link to our YouTube, where is directly a playlist of all the previous episodes. So, you can check us out there. My YouTube is the same username as my Twitch. It's Dragancaor. You can find us right there. But yeah, I am going to hit the start raid button, grab one of those raid commands. If you have a subscription, grab the first one with the dragon emotes. If you do not have a subscription, grab the second one, which is the Pride Globals. We are going to go over to someone who is currently raising money for the Trevor Project, doing Fabulous Marines. He's painting Warhammer figures to be queer. So, perfectly valid place to go for Pride. So please do grab one of those raid messages. Thank you all for being here. You are amazing and incredible. I am going to remind you that Wakin is a variety streamer. You can catch him playing a mixture of story games, third-person and first-person shooters, a lot of Apex, a lot of grunting and yelling and like competitiveness. You can find me here 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I am going to be doing some Fabulous Marines painting. I am in the team. I am raising money for the Trevor Project. So please do come and stick around. 10th of June is a special co-op stream. We're going to have Screen Games come on and show me how to paint because I am nowhere near as good as he is. At some point later in the month, we're going to have Matt Brown from Flip the Party. We're going to have potentially O'Sullivan Kate and potentially NBCDM. It is going to be a wonderful, fabulous month where I pick up a brush for the first time in 20 years. Literally, this year it's 20 years since I last painted. So, yeah, come stick around, watch me not get gatekept out of the hobby for the first time ever. Love you guys. See you later. It's been wonderful. We adore you.